It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Y'all get up in here and like the video. Get up in here and like the video, fat. Get up in here and like the video. What's going on? Happy Monday. Girl, I woke up late. I woke up buku late, girl. I'm so mad. But nevertheless, please get in here and like the video. Hey, my aunt, shout out to Twitch, shout out to Rumble, shout out to everybody. All I do is work. Me too, Mango. Me too. That's all I do. Shout out to Twitch, shout out to Rumble in the building, shout out to everybody. I should have put this on Instagram. I got to start doing Instagram on Saturdays too. But I mean on Mondays too. But what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Y'all, how was my weekend, girl? It was good. We got a few things to discuss. We got a few things to discuss. I need y'all up in here. I was just on Tasha K Live, girl, getting the tea. Shout out to whoever that was sent me the DM. I saw it flash across the top. By the time I got there, it was too late. I was up there, and we're gonna talk about this T.S. Madison thing. We're gonna discuss T.S. Madison. I forgot to put her in the thing. Hold on. In the description, but T.S. will be discussed. Was Saint okay, girl? Saint goes crazy. I forgot Thursday when we was doing what day that was? No, Wednesday we was doing, girl. Deep dive, and y'all remember whoever was on Rumble. Shout out the gang. Shout out to the Rumble gang. But whoever was on that deep dive, Saint kept barking. I'm like, why he keep barking? It was the fireworks. So he don't really, he don't like the fireworks. Most dogs don't, especially the little ones. I had to put him inside. But for 4th of July day, he was with his gammy. So I'll have to ask her how he did. On the fireworks, because I know last year she said she just had to hold him, and for New Year she just hold him. Saint, he's extra. He's over the top. So, she probably had to hold him or whatever the case may be, to get him to calm down. But, he just, I don't know. I'm going to get him some earmuffs. Or something. Just got on Tasha Kelly. I was on there too, girl. And I was like, Tasha, I got to go live. Hurry up, Tasha. But I caught it late. One of my subs sent it to me on DM and was like, Tasha K live right now. I was like, oh, snap. I'm running and going over there. Girl, I was like, Tasha, I gotta get off. I gotta go live. Shout out to Tasha K, man. I like Tasha K. But we gonna discuss T.S. Madison. Let me say this. T.S. Madison went on another podcast. I don't want to say the name. Y'all might know it. T.S. went on another podcast and dragged again children. Now, I read the tweet that she put up there. We already talked about that. But I'm talking about the actual, it's almost like you don't have nothing else. We'll get into it. Then we'll talk about cosplaying Black America, obviously. And listen, I had a dream. No Martin Luther King. I had a dream. And I have to tell y'all about this dream. Let me tell y'all something. My dreams, ever since I was a little bitty girl, has always been vivid. I can remember dreams and recall dreams that I had as a little bitty girl. Like a little bitty girl. I'm talking about elementary school. Certain dreams stick to me. I don't want to sound crazy, but I spoken to people in my dreams. Like when my sister was unalive, my sister came talk to me. We had a nice little talk in my. Let's just get to. We'll get to the dream later. I don't want y'all to be like, "Hey, she go with that craziness." Girl, I got to tell y'all about this dream because the dream told me to tell y'all about the dream, okay? So y'all gonna hear about this dream. Y'all heard Martin Luther King dream. Y'all gonna hear Voodoo Luther King dream, okay? Now, y'all want to be up there with Martin Luther King? I have a dream. It's my turn, okay? Y'all gonna get this dream. It's a short dream. It's only a short portion of the dream, so they ain't gonna take you long. But they say I needed to tell y'all this, all right? Voodoo Luther King is my name for the day. Voodoo Luther King, okay? Alicia said I talk myself through my dreams so I can remember them. You know what? If I don't get up, thank you, William. It's called being a Pisces. We're in tune. Okay. Listen, if I don't get up and replay it back in my head immediately, I'll lose details. And sometimes the details will come back, but sometimes the dreams are so crazy. I'm talking about I can't forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We also gonna talk about Candy, still tripling down on what she said about this lady. What's her name? Kenya Moore, and how she ain't never coming back to the doggone to the show. I told y'all talking about she quit. Candy ain't leaving no money. Candy got fired, and I said it. Okay, and then allegedly, and then we're gonna talk about this auntie podcast. I didn't watch it. I don't want to watch it. I didn't watch it. Oh, Trina said it happens to her too. That's what I'm saying. They be thinking we crazy. Trina, they think we crazy. This auntie podcast is sick. We're gonna get into it. This auntie podcast, there's a part in this auntie podcast that basically proved what I already knew. But this black mother against the black daughter thing is real. I mean, we've already known this. If you got a mother who's a baby boomer age and maybe a little bit further after, y'all know there's a horrible, toxic, not everybody. And if you are lucky to have a great relationship, shout out to you. But there's a horrible, toxic relationship there. And a lot of things was evident. I'll just say that. Love you, Great T. Love you, love you, love you. I gotta close this door. This doggone washing machine going. And what else I say we're gonna talk about? What else on this thing? Genealogy. Let's start right here. Oh, Angel Reese, obviously Brickamo Records. Let me start right here with genealogy. So I got kicked off this podcast. Well, muted. I didn't know you could get muted on TikTok. Y'all know I'm just learning how to really do the TikTok thing. So I'm scrolling, minding my business or whatever, doing, minding everybody else's business while I'm minding mine. And I run across this guy who's a $5 footlong. That's a Native American. And the title of, and I would normally just run past them. Normally I do, especially when they do their powwows. It's sick. It's ridiculous. I know a good powwow, and that ain't that. That's a cosplaying powwow. But neither here nor there. Look, the title of the live, which made me stop, was "Blacks Are Not Indigenous to America." So you know me. You got to know I went round there, girl. You got to know I clicked on it. So the $5 footlong was on there talking about how we need to go stick to what our genealogy, our DNA tests are saying. Our DNA tests are telling us we African, and we just trying to take from them. I said, what? So I commented in the chat. I said, how are we going to take something that doesn't belong to us? That doesn't make sense. The government don't give black people nothing. Why would we be taking things that don't belong to us? How does that, you know what I mean? $5 footlong. Oh, that's a $5 Indian. $5 Indian. Dawes Commission. The ones that paid. There go this doggone washing machine. Girl, singing a tune. Got to sing a whole first verse to let me know it's finished. I can't stand this washing machine, girl. But anyways, look. Girl, this thing got to sing a whole verse on my soul. I hate the Samsung. This ain't my house. This is not my house. Yeah. A whole first verse and a hook. Thank you. Appreciate it. Girl, where was I? Oh, so I said, well, why would the government be taking stuff from you guys that belong to you and giving it to black people? That doesn't make sense. See, what y'all don't understand is a lot of those $5 footlongs are being kicked out of their tribes, right? And just to kind of give y'all a brief what's going on with that is the $5 footlongs were never the original indigenous people. They were the people put in place. They called them Native Americans, and those were the people that they were put in place to basically cover up the fact that the real indigenous people were, copper color, so-called black people. So in the 1800s, when they put those people in place, a lot of those people owned slaves. When people say, "Oh, the Cherokee," like Jermaine Shoemaker, aka what's his name? Dr. Ifan Tunde, the Prince of Pancoochie, Jermaine Shoemaker. Yeah. How they be saying, "Oh, if your family's Cherokee, your family owns slaves." No, duck goose. The Native American Cherokee owned slaves, not the blacks. Okay, even though we'll get to that. Listen, what I'm saying is, they used them to take the place of the indigenous people who were there, and now the clear people who are over the tribes are kicking them out. 90 going west. We've gone over it in on this channel before, and they're panicking, but the jig is up. The truth is coming out. It's the year of Aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius, I'm sorry. And the truth is coming out. So anyway, I go on the live, and he like, and this is important to genealogy because I want you guys to understand this. So I asked him, I said, "Well, can you trace your family back to the to any part of the Trail of Tears?" And he was just like, yeah. And he was like, "You want to come up and talk about it?" And you know me, hell yeah, I want to come up. So I went up there. "Hey, how you doing? So how can you trace your family back to the?" "Well, I can't trace my family back to the Trail of Tears." So then he started diverting, asking me other questions. "Well, are you saying you're indigenous?" Yeah, because the indigenous Mexicans, the indigenous all over the world were black people. "What tribe?" "Suma tribe." And then somebody in the chat, I just looked it up. Suma was extinct in the 1800s. Yes, that's called paper genocide. Now, why is this important? After he booted me and then muted me. He booted me and then muted me because I was like, "You going off course, baby. Let's get back to this Trail of Tears." He didn't want to talk about that. This is why it's important. A lot of you guys are going to do your genealogy, and you're going to find tribes that are not like active tribes. A lot of those tribes have been written out due to paper genocide. Yes, the Suma, Suma tribe, is an indigenous tribe from the landmass of what we now call Mexico, of black people, okay? But that tribe was written out as if it never existed. Like they said, the people died off, which is a lie. Because my people, and I am lineage of that, still here. Okay, what happened was when they were making these 5 civilized tribes, and they were telling everybody, you either got to conform to these tribal rules and basically be okay with the government, or you don't exist anymore. And the people was like, you got to either be a Negro or one of these 5 civilized. Them people were saying no, so they basically wrote them out of existence. But what I'm working on doing is getting my tribes back registered and back active, because we still exist. We're still here. So if you run into that with your own, yes, are they combining with other tribes too? Yes. So if you run into that with your own genealogy, please don't fret and feel like, "Oh my God, this doesn't exist," because that's on paper genocide, which is what they're trying to do to us now. You do know Obama has taken out the word Negro. It doesn't exist anymore. You know that, right? That status, that word. That's why I keep using it the way I use it, because Obama has already paper genocided that out too. So just be mindful of that when you're doing your genealogy. You're going to run into some roadblocks. But don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Arthur said, "I had an African mute me and Black American ban me. No retreat, no surrender, boo. That's my motto when I hear some effery about Acorn." That's what I'm saying. You know I'm coming in there. I'm nosy. You know what I'm saying? I'm nosy. You know I'm pulling up. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's go get Candy Girl. Candy Girl. Candy. Candy. Y'all know I don't like candy. Every man. Wait, got some super chats. Wants a woman. Thank you, 7, for the super chat. He said, "Voodoo Doll, happy Monday. Have a beautiful day." Oh, happy Monday. And thank you so much for the super chat. All the support. Thank you for the super chat, Leah Swanson. She says, "Hey, Voodoo, I miss you, girly. Every time you live, my pregnant ass sleep. But did you hear about Trump wanting to bring back the stop and frisk if he's elected?" I ain't know you was pregnant, girl. All right. Well, welcome to my little niece or nephew who got you tied, Did I hear about Trump bringing back stop and frisk? No, I did not. I don't pay attention to the scare tactics. You know, a lot of people have asked me, Voodoo, go over the Project 2025. Go over Project 2025. I don't buy into that. And the only reason I don't buy into that, you guys, is because I understand that these people do the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again, and it works flawlessly. Them people is putting scare tactics in on y'all so they can scare you to vote the way they want you to vote. And let me say this another thing. They always say we the minority in this company. In this country, I'm sorry, we only 13% of the country. Why do they put so much focus on tricking us? If we such the minority, our vote wouldn't sway anything. Think about it. If it was so little of us, they wouldn't give a damn about how we vote. But apparently, our vote makes the decisions. That means there's a larger population than they're telling us that we are, okay? And I won't allow these people. I don't vote. So anybody who's been on this channel know that I don't vote. When I see a candidate that's going to do something specifically for Black people, then we'll talk about it. But I don't vote because both of these people don't give a damn about none of us. I just feel like one will at least try to do more than the other. But I feel like I watch my people go through this mental gymnastics every 4 years, and it hurts me because I see what they're doing. And this is going to go into the dream that I had, but I see what they're doing, you guys. They doing scare tactics. They're not. Remember when Trump was running the first time and they was playing all them videos of Martin Luther King getting bit by dogs and them putting water holes on people and snatching them from counters? Remember y'all was on here saying, remember Black people was scared saying we going back to Jim Crow? Y'all remember that? And when Trump got elected, all the Black people was running around scared. Girl, these people be playing in y'all face. Y'all ain't have no Jim Crow. It's just another thing. It's just another thing. It's just another thing they use to scare you guys. Don't fall for that, y'all. Don't stress yourself out for that. Please don't stress yourself out for that. So no, I didn't read it, or I didn't know anything about them bringing back stop and frisk. I didn't know. No. But shout out to everybody who sent me a super chat. Shout out to the Seven and Leela for sending me a super chat. That's what's up. Let's get the music up. I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. Shout out to everybody for sending me the super chat and for the support. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate. Oh, we got a member. Thank you, Tammy, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Look at the dawn. We going back to slavery. I told y'all, listen, let me tell y'all something. You know what they did to us with that movie Roots? Our parents, and then threw us to school. Let me tell y'all something. They done turned the word slavery into the boogeyman for Black people, but only us. See, when you talk to your children about slavery, they don't have no concept of it. You tell your children something about slavery, the concept they do have of it don't even equate to the way it equates to us. But see, us 30 and above, what 30 to 60? I ain't gonna say above that. All they gotta do is say slavery. Ooh, niggas go to shivering. All this from a movie, girl, and what they put in the doggone book down at the schoolhouse. Slavery. Woo! Woo! Niggas get to shaking and oh my God, they gonna put us in slavery. Lord Jesus, help me, get the Negro spirituals. Woo! Slavery. Woo! Niggas get the shivering and acting crazy. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop now. That's why the Dawn said we going back to slavery. Girl, I know them niggas in the chat was I know them shivering. Do you hear me? Y'all got to stop. We slaves right now. If you really want to know, don't we got to clock in? Right, son? The young don't have no concept of no doggone slavery. Only what we talking about. And we only know it because our mamas went sat in the movie theater and watched Roots. And then after the mama came back and told us what they saw at the movie theater watching Roots, which we've already proven, according to Alex Haley, he lied. Right? And then we learned it in the books. They put us them African children in there. In the books. and told us we gonna be back to slavery and drew the pictures and we over there. Now they telling your children we was all in ditch of service. Y'all got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop. The thing about slavery is, how can you go back to something that didn't exist in most people's families? Exactly. Do you know how much money, do you know in order to own slaves back then, you had to damn near be rich? The average working person didn't own no slaves. Everybody wasn't slaves, fed. Y'all got to stop. What? Essence sent me an email to encourage Acorn to join clinical trials. I know you lying. See what I'm talking about? Them goddamn foreigners. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see? All right, go ahead on. Y'all want to go around there hollering, oh my God, we're all the same. We got to stick together, Pan-Africa. Hey, Essence ain't never sent me nothing all these years to join no doggone clinical trials. Y'all don't you join no clinical trials messing around with no Essence. You better not. Now, one Acorn, don't you go around there playing with no clinical trials. You know that's how they got them people. That's how they got what's the name of these people? The Tuskegee experiment. Clinical trials. Y'all know that's how it started. We went over it. They told them people come down for these clinical trials. Guess what? At the church. And they injected them people with the SIF. You better not go down there messing with them clinical trials. Them foreigners, they cosplaying as you. Y'all not the same. I don't care what nobody say. You are not the same. Do not go down there playing with them clinical trials. Do you hear me? Not one Acorn, not one Black American. Don't go down there. I don't care how much they offer you. Don't you go down there playing with them people. You're going to be them messed up. You going to turn into a doggone alien. Then you're going to come on here wanting to speak another language. I ain't going to know what you're talking about. Then y'all gonna be coming over here, 3 eyes. Oh no. Oh no. Chocolate Bunny says she not lying. Essence was all Africa in that convention center to me. Wow. See what I'm saying? Let them have that. Let them have it. Because listen, this is what we know. This is why I be telling y'all, let them have this stuff. That stuff don't exist without us. It only exists because we stamp it. If we walk away from all the stuff that they so-called taking, it literally dies off. Let them have it. Let them have it. Let them have it. You see, I would have walked in and seen all them Africans in there, and guess what I would have did? About face. Because it ain't about us networking and doing things for our neighborhoods and for our own businesses so that we can work together and create. It's about them. Let them have Essence. It was a mess anyway. What's his name? Baby and them was backstage windmilling on each other because Wayne didn't want to perform with the Hot Boys. Wayne came up and said he only represent Young Money. Busta Rhymes cussed everybody out because ain't nobody want to see him. Ain't nobody coming to see him. Girl, let them people have it, girl. Let them have Essence. You bought it, you keep it. You and all the foreigners get together. I guarantee you, if half of us just dropped out of the Essence support, they would go away. It would literally disappear. Yeah, me. Let it be Essence with Afro beats. Let the Afro beats run the Essence. Let them have it. It ain't ours no more anyway. They talking about clinical trials and whatnot. Let them have it. Give it to them. Give it to them. Let them have it. Oh, y'all want to keep Essence? Cool. It's yours. You can have it. It's almost like playing tug of war. Y'all remember playing tug of war? And when you let go of the rope on the other side, the other person falls. Yeah, let them have it. Let them have it. Give it to them. I ain't got time for this. Playing with them people, with them foreigners over there trying to tell my people to come down there and do some damn clinical trials. I wish the hell y'all would. You better not go down there playing with them people. Send me that email. Let me know when you sent me that email. But before we get into that, let's get into that was today? No, that was yesterday. I'll look into that yesterday. Let's get into Candy. Baritone Burris. Baritone Burris was on here talking about how she said a lot. She said a lot. Let's start with the first thing she said. Hold on. Baritone Burris, every man wants a woman. She was on here talking about how she's tripling down on this thing with Kenya being fired. and how the lady should have just embraced it. I wish we could turn back the hands of time when Phaedra said you was gonna take Portia down there to that dungeon. I would have laughed in your face when you got the crying and gritting your teeth and shaking your lip, you baritone bastard. Look.
But it's more like a pause, right? Like
I don't really have intentions of going back. Okay. So I don't want to leave people hanging like I've been sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be back next year, because right now it's, I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's a lot of different drama this year. I feel like it's gotten a little, if the rumors are true that are out there with the revenge porn and stuff.
I don't even like how they trying to play Kenya like she trying to do some revenge porn. If this stuff was already on the internet, don't make it seem like she produced it or something like that. Is true. Right. And if you came at her with some shade, you cannot say how she gonna come back at you. And in the past on Housewives, they've had so much crazy drama. It's like, okay, when y'all decide where the line is, like y'all just making new rules now, true. Like stop playing, like. Okay, yeah, maybe you could tell her, that was a little too far, Kenya, and don't show it.
Don't show it because it's not out yet.
Yeah, you do have the choice not to play it in the show and keep it pushing.
And I feel like that's something that you would pull someone to the side then and like, okay, this is not how we're doing this production.
Yeah, nobody said like, cut, stop, wait a minute, put that down. Yeah. Like, stop it. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know the other young lady, you know what I'm saying? If I was her, I would just like own it and be like, hey, honey, I'm married now. Like, my wholeness is deleted. I just feel like when you're on Housewives, you got to learn how to, because it's not like somebody made it wasn't made up from allegedly.
You can't have nothing in your closet on that show.
If you're going on reality TV and it's stuff out there about you to find, you may not want to do the show if you don't want for me to like go on and do it. But it's more like,
I clocked Candy's tea a long time ago when everybody was, empathizing and sympathizing with Candy. Oh, it's wrong. You're going to ruin her brand. Back up. Put a pin in that. Let's back it up. Oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to return. Candy, you was fired. What we talking about, Candy? Candy? You were fired, Fat. That's why you knew you're not going to return. See, her candy yams are going to go around and tell everybody, no, Candy wasn't fired. She quit. Why would Candy walk away from that easy bag? It ain't like we get all her teas. Candy was fired, allegedly. Candy was fired. That's why she on here talking about, I don't think I'll ever go back. Girl, Chicago, what's the name of that? The Shy only come on every 3 years. Stop it, Candy. You were fired. And I'm not saying she ain't got 9 or 10 other jobs. She got the churn working like Hebrew slaves too. They working just as well. But ultimately, Candy, you are capped. You got fired. They let you go. You were boring. You didn't give nothing to the show. Thank you, Chocolate Bunny, for the super chat. Can you do a deep dive on the Louisiana Purchase? Absolutely. That matter of fact, that'll be my next educational Friday. We'll do that this Friday coming up. Speaking of, I'm going to New Orleans this weekend. My good friend having a birthday party. He beat brain cancer. And I'm going to make sure I'm down there. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Bianca says they didn't have to show it. You're absolutely right. But let me tell you how this works. If me and you work down at the Walmart, and me and you get into it, Bianca, and I call you everything but the child of God, and then you pull out your phone and you show a PORN of mine to anybody that worked with us. You don't have to show it to the whole store. Let's say you showed it to one person, right? Check my email, gotcha, Tammy. Let's say you showed my tape to one person. Me and you working down at the local Walmart. If you turn around and you show my video to one person, even if the entire store don't see it, you can be prosecuted for revenge P, and you will be fired. See, it's not about them showing it or not. It's about the action within itself. This is the law, okay? I don't care if it was blasted on a Summer Jam screen. You cannot use me in a compromising position as a comeback for anything. That legally, you can't do that, baby. And Real Housewives is the neighborhood Walmart. It's the local Walmart. Okay? Even though y'all looking at it as a reality show, that's a job. They clock in and clock out, just not physically. You cannot take my tapes and use it as shade. That don't go like that. That don't go like that, baby. Y'all gotta learn. Y'all gotta learn the things that you can do outside the job. There are a lot of things you can't do when you clock in, fat. And you're right, they don't have to show it, and they're probably not going to show it because they fired her. But the fact of the matter is, you cannot do it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I can press criminal and civil charges on you for doing such a thing. Did not Mel from Love and Marriage Huntsville get her ex-husband arrested because he sent her a screenshot? He didn't send it to nobody. He sent it to her, a screenshot and said, you better leave me alone. Y'all can't do that. You can't. It's wrong. It's morally wrong and it's legally wrong, baby. That's all I'm saying. You can't do that. Yes, it can be sexual harassment. Yes, you can't do that, nah. You can't. It's not right. Legally, you can't do that. So for Kandi to keep coming up with this, oh girl, you should be proud of it. Why you not proud? See, you want to act like you proud of the dungeon, even though you swore to God you ain't got no dungeon. But you want to act like you proud of the dungeon, but you got the crime when them people said you had the dungeon and you was gonna take portion down there and you and Ty was gonna climb that tree and drop a little something extra off in her drink. Kandi went on this whole tour. Oh, I don't even drink. Just because we ain't never seen you don't mean it don't happen. That doesn't mean that. The point of it all is Kandi was wrong. That was a nigga said cried like a billy goat. And did. But Kandi was 1,000% wrong. She was wrong. She should not listen. Kenya lucky all she got was fired or let go or however y'all want to put it. She lucky that's all she got. Because if I'm the girl, I'm taking everything you got. I'm taking everything you got. Period. And Kandi keeps speaking on this, acting like she just don't want to go back to RHOA. Girl, stop. And keep speaking on this as if the people was wrong. Oh, they just didn't have to show it. No, that don't go like that. Once you pull it out, you in the wrong. You violate, fat. When they said you was going to put something in Portia's drink and get her down to the dungeon, you got the crime. Then turn around and slapped everybody in the face after they sympathized with her and created a whole dungeon tour. And nobody said nothing. Everybody was like, well, I don't blame Kandi. She had that right. But I thought it was so tumultuous to her business. Make it make sense. Somebody help me out on the bike. If that reputation on Kandi was so detrimental to Kandi and her brand, why would she turn around and open a dungeon tour? Y'all so gullible. Y'all so gullible. Somebody who would say something like that being associated with their brand wouldn't even touch it. They wouldn't even deal with it. But Kandi did a whole dungeon tour. She the only one bringing up sex every doggone girl by. And don't give no sex appeal. That's the worst part about it. She the one with the most sex but no sex appeal. Make it make sense. I'm not saying she's not attractive. She just don't have nothing about her make you want to climb on top of her. Allegedly, this is why Carlos King got fired too. But it's just like, girl, you need to stop. You keep going on this tour. First of all, Kenya and you wasn't ever this close. Kenya only got close to you when she thought you was going to be the one leading the charge down at the doggone the set. Kenya is very strategic. Kenya is not your friend. Kenya get close to whoever's in charge. That's what Kenya does. Kenya got close to Kandi when Kandi was supposed to be the one in the middle with the peach. That's when Kenya got real close to Kandi. Kenya ain't never been that close to no damn Kandi. Kandi take losses everywhere she go, and I hate it for her. Get down wine on the ones and twos. Tell him to help you out. You obviously, well, maybe he telling you this craziness too. Moving forward, Moving forward, good news. Let's get into some good news. Y'all know every time she break a record, I'm going to put it up here. For documentary purposes, for documentation purposes, gonna put it up here. Shout out to Angel Reese. Baltimore, y'all. I'm getting a good one for y'all today, Baltimore. Shout out to Angel Reese. Okay. Angel Reese is still cutting up. Okay. She's still cutting up. Now, you know they're going to put her against Caitlin Clark. And let's go over these stats right quick. So, Angel Reese, leader stats, rookie stat leaders, right? So, Caitlin Clark outpaces Angel Reese in points by, 2.1 points. So, on average, Caitlin averages 16.1 points. Angel Reese averages 13.9. Remember, Angel is a guard. She's a shooter. That's all she do. Literally. She's a facilitator and a shooter. This girl, Angel, is an all-around player. But that means when it comes to defense, she plays more defense than this one, okay? Rebounds, 11.7. That means, and Caitlin only has 6 rebounds. That means Angel Reese is in the paint more. Assists. Remember, Caitlin Clark is a facilitator, meaning she's the person who passed the ball. 7.4, and Angel has 1.9, which makes sense. That's not Angel Reese's game. Double-doubles, 13 for Angel, 6 for Caitlin. Now, for most people, if you're just looking at numbers, you'll say, okay, well, Caitlin make more points than her, so Caitlin is the better player. That don't go like that. See, it's about being all around the ball, okay? All over the court. And if I'm looking at these numbers and it depends on what I need, I ain't gonna lie, because if I need a guard or if I need a shooter, I would probably look more to Caitlin. But if I need an all-around player, I'm looking at Angel Reese, because Angel Reese has she can score, not much less than Caitlin, but also she's very good on the other side of the ball, defense, rebound. She can get in the paint. So what's the point in this? They both doing well. But ultimately, Angel Reese is that girl for the WNBA. Debate your mom. Okay? Angel Reese is the WNBA and is. Now, the clears on Twitter are going to make this like it's something else, girl, by your ancestors. No, y'all don't have ancestors. Your forefathers literally are turning in their graves because you are literally making them disappointed. Angel Reese is that girl. And I said it. Shout out to the WNBA. We wouldn't be watching it if it were not for Angel Reese. But wait, there's more. Because Angel breaking stats every time you turn around. Last night's game, 17 points, 14 rebounds. Another double-double. Okay? I don't want to play the game. Look at my girl. She got all the girls putting up one stocking on their leg. I don't even know how she do it. Look at her. Cut up, girl. And she be looking pretty when she do it. Now, I want to bring this up. This was a good post. Shout out to the so-called Black women, period. Because we are the standard. This person says they penalized Simone Biles for being better. Says Serena looked like a man. Applied different standards for Sha'Carri Richards. Mocked Naomi Osaka, which is, not all the way us, but we'll let her live. About her mental health. And excoriated, Angel Reese for competitive taunting. I wonder why T. Shout out to Simone Biles, even though her and her man, she make you want to say to hell with Simone Biles. The clear women love them some Simone Biles, child. Do you understand that? Them clear women, they worship Simone Biles. And I seen her floor routine. I see why. Thank you, girl, bye, for becoming a member. Thank you, girl, bye, for becoming a member. Simone Biles, she cool until we start talking about her man. Serena Williams turned into a clear woman. This must be an older picture, but she's still ours. Sha'Carri, they dragged that girl when she was smoking marijuana after she lost her grandmother or her mama, I can't remember. Naomi, she like a little Tiger Woods. So we'll take the half of her that belongs to us, okay? And they said they went off on her because she took a break from mental health. They did the same thing to Simone too. And then Angel Reese is 100% us. See, 4 of these people, actually all of them except Naomi, but we ain't gonna hop on that. But these are full acorns here. What I'm saying is we are the standard, Black women. And I want us to know that, not think that. I want us to know that. I don't want us to believe that. I want us to know that. Don't let them, just because you only see a few of them up in the top, don't mean that a lot of us ain't cutting up. A lot of us are. They just don't want to push us up to the forefront because they still want to make these sports that was originally ours anyway, you know, the face of somebody clear. Okay? Shout out to these Black women cutting up, taking names, and kicking behind, okay? Oh, let me move past. It's one more thing I want to show you guys. I think we saw this one already. Angel Reese still cutting up. And that's just that on that. But that, like I said, every time I see something good about Angel Reese, go repost it and go talk about it. Y'all could be mad. No, Sha'Carri not Jamaican. Sha'Carri not Jamaican. Sha'Carri American. Sha'Carri nigga. Sha'Carri not Jamaican. She acorn. She Haitian. K. Ellis say, I thought the other half of her was acorn. They say, Naomi is an acorn. She Haitian and Japanese. Oh yeah, she ain't one of us then. She not for real. You lying, girl. Let me go check on this email. Hold on. Let me go check on this email. Which one you sent it to, Fat? Did you send it to Dollhouse? Let me check Dollhouse. Let me check on this email, girl. See if these people, how these people trying to get y'all down to the clinical trials. Y'all better not. Do you hear me? You better not take your behind down to no doggone clinical trials. I'm opening it up now. Which one you sent it to? She said they sent. Who sent me that email? Which one you sent it to? Because I don't see it. Exciting opportunities. Is this it? Oh, man, get off of here. I don't see it, you guys. I don't see the email. I don't see the email. Let me know which email you sent it to. Whoever sent me that email about this. Let me refresh. Maybe if I need to refresh. Hold on. No, I don't have it. Let me know which email you sent it to, and we'll pull it up. All right. Let me go see. Because y'all on here saying Sha'Carri Mama Jamaican. Let's go get it. Y'all know me. I go get the receipts. Y'all know me. Go and get the receipts. What are we talking about? Richardson was born March 25th, 2000. She refers to her aunt as a mother and calls her grandmother Big Mama. Well, where her mama at? Who is Sha'Carri's grandmother? Which mama y'all talking about? Mine was Sha'Carri Richards' mom was Shariah Richardson, who recently passed away. Who recently passed away from her. Where y'all get this from? Because y'all be saying stuff. So matter of fact, hold on. The world champion, along with the grandmother. The Dallas native, Sha'Carri Richardson, is who competes in 100 and 200 meters. Sha'Carri Richardson was born on March 25th, does not remember getting love from her birth parents. Her biological father and mother abandoned her when she was a small child. After that, Betty Hart, her aunt played the role in her life. The two strongest women made a lot of sacrifices. I don't see where it's saying that them people from Jamaica. I'd have to check it out. I don't see where they're saying them. Maybe it's on her wiki. Wiki. Let me do this. Who competes and rose to fame? Da da da. Let's go to her wiki. Because Wiki be telling y'all, American track and field sprinter, rose to fame. Who cares? Let me see about her early life. Nope. Let me scroll down. Y'all, my stomach growling. I hope y'all can't hear that. Send it to me where it says she personal life. Richardson was raised by her grandmother. Da da da. Richardson knew nothing of her parents. Same thing I just read. Oh, I forgot she was LGBT. You guys send it to me where you see that. I don't see that. All right, I don't have time to keep looking. Send it to me if you got it. Let's move on. Yes, her mom passed away and her grandmother and her aunt raised her. Oh, I remember about their relationship. That girl she was with. I remember that when she first she is Acorn until somebody can prove it to me otherwise. Because I just if she's until you guys can send me the receipts. Until somebody prove it to me otherwise, send me the receipts. Send me the receipts. She Acorn until we get the receipts. Now, if the receipts say otherwise, then we'll take her off the Acorn list. But as of now, she Acorn. Send me the receipts, please and thank you. Send me the receipts. I need the receipts. Thank you, girl. Bye for becoming a member. It's Bree to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good morning, fam. My puppy jammed my finger. Ouch. Huh? Your puppy jammed your finger? How did that happen, girl? How that happened? Oh my God. I hope you all right. It's Bree to you. It's Bree to you. Say her puppy done jammed the finger. Girl, he will be up for adoption. The way how Blueface be saying, put her up for adoption. He'd be up for adoption. He'd be up for adoption, okay? Pulling too hard? What you mean pulling too hard? Thank you for the super chat. Pulling what too hard? What kind of puppy you got, a horse? I just looked it up. She is not Jamaican. She just loves Jamaican fans. Got it. Got it. Got it. Y'all gonna stop pawning off our people, y'all. Y'all gonna stop pawning off our people. Everybody ain't Jamaican. It's a pity. A pity. A pit bull? What is a pity? Girl, that ain't no puppy. That ain't no, how Martin said, that ain't no damn puppy. Right, Connie? Connie said she got a wolf. That's what it's given to me. Girl, let's move on. Let's go to this auntie podcast. So the first episode aired yesterday. I'm not watching it. I don't want to see these old hoes. You see what I'm saying? Get on there and act a fool. But the clip surfaced. Okay, girl, I said I was born in Germany, but I'm Acorn. Oh yeah, my friend, I know people born in Germany, but they Acorn. It ain't where you're born at. It's where your genes go from. Listen, it was horrible. What was horrible, Gigi? Hey, Gigi. Hey, my boo. Gigi, we're gonna have to start talking damn near every other day. I love talking to Gigi on the phone, bro. Me and Gigi be listen. Shout out to Gigi. Gigi called me yesterday scared about Project 2025, and I tried to talk her off the ledge. But Gigi scared. I told Gigi, get her a pit bull. Get you a dog like them aunties. Yeah, it was horrible. Look, Gigi, get you a dog like the one it's breeder you got. Yeah, get you a horse like that. What you call it, Bree? A pity? Shout out to Gigi. We need to talk every other day on my soul. I love talking to Gigi. Gigi, get you a pity like it's Bree to you. They be jamming fingers and whatnot. That's what you need for protection. Auntie podcast. That's where I'm going. Listen, I didn't want to watch it because I was like, you know what? To hell with these damn these people. I didn't want, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't want to watch these old ass hoes, these has-been ass bitches. I don't like none of them. I don't like Tia. I don't like Carlissa, and I don't like Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony is a trash individual. All three of them, if you ask me. I don't like none of them. But a clip surfaced when the game being on, with the game being on there, and it's something I want to show you guys because the game is going to literally disrespect this lady. I don't care if it's TV or not. The game is going to disrespect Tokyo Tony by talking about how he slept with her daughter and how she was in bed. But that's not it. She's going to then compare herself to her child. This shit is real. This is real. We're going to get into it. And this is the stuff we condoning because let me tell y'all something. This is real. This is, first of all, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I would literally slam somebody's face into the brick if they spoke to me about anything about my child in a sexual way. Do you hear me? I would literally slam your head into a brick. But not Tokyo Tony because she's a slut from the 90s. Okay? And she's going to respond to it. But before she does that, let's get into this clip. Y'all got to see this. It's disgusting. It's all three of these hoes. All three of these hoes. Look.
Bullet wounds and shit. You know, the cellulite.
Don't fucking point at me.
Tokyo.
Motherfucker, this how you varicose veins and cellulite over here.
You know what it looked like to me? It looked like chocolate cottage
you
cheese
give me vibes. You done had the daughter, now you trying to get at the mama. That shit ain't right, dog.
Y'all. Let's
you ain't got it like that. Respect these aunties over here, nephew.
He all right, though.
Nah.
Shit, sometimes we need a little push up.
No, but you be done had a
Hey,
heart
but you
attack.
know what?
I'm
gonna tell you something.
This too much for you,
and
baby.
I ain't never told nobody mama this about their kid in my life, but
Go
today
ahead.
gonna be
You
the
can
night.
do it. I'm listening.
Your daughter ain't no slouch down there.
What
She
that
ain't no
mean?
slouch, huh?
She shouldn't be.
She getting in.
She shouldn't be.
Oh, that thing good or
No,
something?
I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about a two-hand twist.
Me too.
Oh, whoa, what the
What? Cracking
Hey, yo.
the pepper? Oh,
Hey, this-
Okay, so gang,
Yeah.
we want to know.
And I'll tell
the
you right
people
now,
wanna
this
know,
motherfucking show this gonna be all right.
the people want to know, gang. Put your pussy
He the
out.
first man to seen
Put your
it since
pussy out.
another man in 22 years.
That's crazy. I need to, bullet.
Disgusting. Disgusting. First of all three of these hoes is older than the game. They not even on his, they not the same. They old enough to be his mama. They old enough to be his mama. And this is what this show is about. Three old cobweb pussy bitches on here talking about. Hold on. Was this the one where she was talking about, he talked about sleeping with her daughter? Let me see.
I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about a two-hand twist.
Yeah. That's
Me
the one.
too.
Oh, whoa, what the
What? Cracking
Hey,
the
yo.
pepper?
Hey,
Oh,
this-
Okay, so gang,
Yeah.
we want to know.
And I'll tell
the
you right
people
now,
wanna
this
know,
motherfucking show gonna be all right.
the people want to know, gang. Put your pussy
He the
out.
first man to seen
Put your
it since
pussy out.
another man in 22 years.
That's crazy.
Disgusting. This is horrible. This is disgusting. First of all, he talking to her about anything that happened between her and her daughter sexually. Disgusting. Disgusting. And these are the mothers. If you guys recall, I had went back the other day and watched that show, China, Black China, one of the first ones on Zeus. And I watched their tumultuous relationship. And when I tell you, I would hate to have a mother like this. I would absolutely hate it. These bitches is nasty and disgusting, and they're in competition with their children. And it shouldn't be. But obviously, hey, it is. Now, ever since Tokyo had a response, check out Tokyo's response to the backlash she getting. And we're going to get on Tia jumping on top of two.
So y'all seen the show. Let me break something down. Bitch is TV. I'm a whole married bitch to Marcellus Hunter. Honey. We all sat and watched it last night. And it was funny. However, it's amazing how you slut bucket nobody ass bitches worried about me cocking a leg up, but you didn't worry about him calling me names. You didn't worry about him putting a person's name in shit that wasn't there.
Pause. Tokyo want us to worry about things that Tokyo wasn't worried about. You cocked your leg up, you old hoe. You did. Not only did you cock your leg up, you allow him to bring up your daughter. You could have shut that shit down right there. I don't put my child in this. She ain't got nothing to do with this. You sat there and went back and forth with him about your child. Now, what you want us to do? What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do if you the one over there going back and forth? See, this is the thing. What we not gonna do? There are a lot of women like Tia as well. There are a lot of women. And one thing I will say, Carlissa ain't as bad when it comes to her going off on men. But Tokyo and Tia like to go get in the paint with these men and then turn around and say, well, y'all didn't say no when they said, bitch, y'all going back and forth. Bitch, it's fair game the way y'all cutting up. How you want me to worry about something you not worry? Girl, I would have either went the windmilling on the game or we would have shut the whole show down. Oh no, you're not about to do that. And she act like she wanted to smash him. It wouldn't surprise me.
That you never could prove that you fucked anybody. So make me understand why these jealous ass nobody bitches love to be so.
We jealous and nobody. Bitch, you putting your cat and your ugly ass out there for everybody to see. And why is the inside of your mouth so black?
Invested in me. Bitch, stay invested. Make sure you subscribe to the Zeus.
The inside of that whole mouth look like a cave.
Network, bitch, it gets better than this, you know.
And how she gonna call somebody broke when she was just staying from hotel, motel to Holiday Inn?
Well, I am the show. I am motherfucking TV. Go, ask Zeus. They told me. So, at the end of this, they didn't show it. I was kind of baffled why they didn't, since it started off that way. I guess they wanted to keep it cute. But no, he kissed my hand at the end. And hey, game, it was all in fun, all in TV. That man has a baby on the way. Take notice, when we asked him about his kids or woman, he did not mention it. Pay attention to that part. But he has a fucking new baby on the way. He ain't just get her pregnant yesterday. So it's TV. So, okay, good morning.
She talking about Evelyn's daughter. Evelyn Lozada's daughter is pregnant by the game. But he ain't came out and even, the girl did a whole photo shoot by herself, and this nigga won't even acknowledge and say that he got the baby on the way. You bitches is weird. But nevertheless, somebody said they sent me something. Let me go here. Hold on. This is from, let me read your super chat first. Sade says, thank you for the super chat. Shakari is Jamaican descent. I sent you the link. All right, we got it right here. According to, and somebody said they sent me some on Instagram. I'll check it out. According to this, what is this? Hold on. Let me scroll up so I can see where we at with this, what this is. Essentially Sports, essentiallysports.com. It says, later fans were treated with a sequence of pictures that Richardson and Jackson posted on the Budapest tracks just before the 200-meter finals match. While America is strongly cheering on their favorite woman sprinter, Richardson also made her place in the hearts of Jamaican fans. But did you know that the American has Jamaican roots? She is of Jamaican descent. Through who? But did not stop her from previously speaking against Jamaicans Usain Bolt. Okay, who is she? Where are the roots through? Somebody said they sent me something on Instagram. Hold on. Who are the roots through? Let me see. Hold on. Who that was say they sent me something? Oh, you just sent me the screenshot of the same thing that girl just took out the article. You see what I'm saying? That's literally what, see, you got to watch Google. I'm glad y'all watching this. Look, you have to be mindful of Google. Look what Google did. Look what Google did. Let's go back to the article. Look at the article. The article says, while America is strongly cheering on their favorite woman sprinter, Richardson also made her place in the hearts of Jamaican fans. But did you know that the American has Jamaican roots? She is of Jamaican descent. Now, look what Google just did. Shout out to y'all sending me this because y'all just helping me out. And I don't care really, but I'm just saying. Sha'Carri is of Jamaican descent, but this did not stop her from previously speaking against Jamaicans Usain Bolt. They just took the clip from the article and put it on Google. You see what I'm saying? So we would have to go back to the source, which is the article, because this what you got here comes from the article. It even it should, yeah. Essentially favorite sports or whatever it is. Yeah, it'll tell you where it got it from. They referenced it down here. But what you have to do is now go back to the source. Because nothing on Wiki or anything says that, but this is all coming from this article. I would just have to know who's the Jamaican roots through. That's all I would have to know. All right, now back to Tokyo Tony and them. This needs to be discussed. The relationship between Black women and their daughters. That absolutely needs to be discussed. Because let me tell you why. Tokyo Tony is trying to gaslight us into feeling like, oh, well, you know, it was just for TV, or it was just this, that, and the third. Girl, you let this man get on here and say, you see what I'm saying? The Don, thank you for the super chat. I just read that this is the only article that she's Jamaican. That's what I'm saying. And they didn't say how. And she's never said she's Jamaican. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We just read it. Thank you for the super chat. We just read it. The girl, mama and daddy died, and her grandmother and aunt raised her, according to her. But look, that's another thing too. If she was Jamaican, them Jamaicans would be screaming into the mountaintop. Do you hear me? Whenever she win, if she was Jamaican, they would let us know immediately. I know she running for y'all, but she belong to us. They do it every year. Every 4 years they do it. I promise you, if that girl was Jamaican, them people will remind us every time. I don't care what her uniform is. She belong here. The name stays here. They would have hit us with the Ike Turner. The name stays here. I don't care what she do, but the name stays here. They say she don't. They said she dated a Jamaican woman. I don't think she's Jamaican, but until I see some further proving, then we'll go from there. And that's another thing. Richardson isn't a Jamaican last name neither. You're right, just goddess. Thank you, son, for the super chat. Who her mom, who her Paul, and her people. Well, who are people from? They say Dallas. That's what they say. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to everybody sending me the super chat. Shout out to everybody in the building who's supporting the channel. Shout out to the super chat.
I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes.
All right. You guys, this needs to be studied. Like I said, the way that this lady sat in that interview and did that. Tokyo, you a nasty, dirty, trifling bitch. I don't care what nobody says. Some people are like, well, at least she's true to herself. That don't make it right. Tokyo got to be at least 50. And that Tia Kemp shit, y'all done bucked this lady up, Tia Kemp. Y'all got this lady really feeling like she really is. Y'all want to talk about who's social media famous and who's not and who's real famous? The way y'all prop up Tia needs to be studied. She is a bitter baby mother who can't get over the fact that her fat, funky baby daddy ain't with her no more. That's what it gives to me. Look at Tia.
A lap dance.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tia would let me give her a lap dance, and she give me one back. I don't pay for nothing.
Come on.
Ooh. Come on. Don't let them call
funny.
you out.
Nah,
now.
hey.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Boss might get mad, but hey, dog, fine, man.
Hey, yo.
And she built like she run the 100 meter. And she built like she run the 100 meter. She got a son, 18 years old. And this what she out here doing, and y'all gonna say this is okay for a bag? Y'all wonder why y'all be running across these men who hate their mamas. You looking at it. You can see through Carlissa why Blueface hate his mama. You can see through Tia why her son, if he don't already, will hate her. Thank God Tokyo ain't got no son. Y'all see, you looking at it in real time. You're looking at it in real time. Why y'all run across these men who don't like their mamas? And then they show it because they don't like you neither, because they don't like their mamas. This is what they've been having. This is what they grew up with. Girl, disgusting. And people think it's okay only because, oh, well, they getting their money. Yeah, money ain't, listen, you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. Money ain't everything. Money is only everything to people who ain't never had it. Money ain't everything. Something got to be reserved that ain't on sale now. Something got to be not on sale. God damn. Y'all put everything up for sale just to say you got money. Money ain't everything. Will Smith told y'all, he said, I wish everybody in the world could be rich so they could see that it ain't all that you think it is. Will Smith, listen, that spoke volumes to me. He said, I wish everybody in the world, every poor person in the world could be rich just so that they can see having money ain't all it's cracked up to be. But y'all want to sell your souls for money, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep selling your soul. That the money ain't worth it. And I'm glad Charleston White didn't go on the podcast with them hoes. That ain't even his type of crowd anyway. All they was gonna do is that type of nasty, funky, trifling crap. Nigga don't want to hear that. Let's get into this. Gigi, can I use your video? Let's get on to what's that boy name? Oh, I'm sorry. T.S. Madison. Let's get into T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison goes online. She goes on another podcast and decided she want to respond to Tasha K. All right, cool. I just don't understand why they bring the kids in it. I never understood. But see, a woman who can produce children will understand that. And that wasn't even the worst part. You know what was worse? I watched all them people in the comment section co-sign. I watched all them people in the comments, women. Watch. I'm about to let y'all see it. I watched women laugh and cuckle as she talked about your hoes. Talked about how nobody don't want that ringworm hole. Women was like, oh, see, I told y'all don't get TS started. One thing TS could do, TS could read. That's not a read. That's not a read. And for you to clap like you ain't got the same ringworm hole she talking about, it tells me that a lot of my people, a lot of the women in my community, we suffer from a lot mentally. We suffer from a lot. I don't care if the nigga come in a wig or if the nigga come in a fade. We suffer a lot mentally running behind these niggas. I don't understand it. Talk about how we had these niggas babies and the niggas still over there with da-da-da. I'm talking about drag, baby, dragged. And I'm sitting here saying, well, I got a hole. What that got to do with you and Tasha K beefing? See, what happens is TS likes to go in the comments and read the ones who over there saying, you still not a woman, you still not a woman. They know that gets under your skin. And what TS does is she grab those comments and then make blanket statements about women as if we all said something about her. This why I would never do this, Sissy Madison. That's TS. Don't nobody tell me nothing about protecting the trans and protecting all these, because my people, my black women is in the comment section laughing. One thing about TS gonna read. She's reading you too, duck, duck, goose. But again, rather than nigga come in a wig or a fade, you still gonna run behind them. It needs to be studied how black women have tumultuous relationships with their daughters, but worship their sons. That need to be studied. Why? Why does a black woman put her life on the line for her no good son and disrespect and hate her daughter? That's a real life thing. Because the son equates to the man, to the husband, to the gay friend, and all of that. Thank you for the super chat, Deborah. She says, OCO Acorn family, keep auntie in prayer, going in for hand surgery. Oh, you're in my prayers. You're definitely in my prayers, sis. Let me know how it goes. Please let me know how it goes. Thank you so much. You're definitely in my prayers. Girl, look at me about to leave the whole studio. Hold on. Let's get into this. Now, reading is reading, I guess, but certain things aren't read. Certain things just below the belt. She dragged this lady, children and everything. For what? For what? Hold on. And you should see the women.
And your last 30-minute break, bitch. I fly around this earth to embarrass him. That motherfucking hoe. I don't even read Kaya back and forth like bitch. All I say is that pussy ass hoe left that oil stain out there in my yard. The bitch that I got to have the people come out here and pressure clean, wash the damn outside my house.
Who not the oil stain? She left a driveway girl.
Listen, I don't want y'all not to like Tasha K, but Tasha K is a motherfucking liar. The bitch lie. How the fuck you do in any on God's earth? I just watched a little clip. This a bit of somebody sent me where this bitch talking about Miss Netta got more money than me. If you believe that, bless your heart.
Let me say this too. Again, money. It's all about money. Money. A person who really got it like that don't have to come out here saying all of this. Baby, we could smell it on you. We could see it. Money. First of all, nobody believes Miss Netta is rich. But ultimately, why would you even pick that comment out of the... Never.
You believe that she got more money than you, bless your... Bitch said that I don't got no residency yet. Bitch, business comes to me. I can't help that this hoe told her ass and the only thing that she can do, bitch, is turn her camera on. But she has no talent. She has no talent. So I can't help that the only thing that she can do is turn her camera on, bitch, and she can't align herself with any other aspects of getting money. I get checks in my sleep from everywhere I'm at. From MTV.
I think it's disingenuous to say Tasha K don't have no talent when Tasha K is a one-man show. TS, I ain't gonna hold you. You always need a co-host. Tasha K turn her camera on and thousands of people tune in. They tune in by yourself when you talking mess and you responding to a bitch. But ultimately, you need a co-host. You need a co-pilot, Fed.
To motherfucking BET, everything, everywhere where Viacom at, bitch, I get checks from that. Everywhere. I've seen a regular motherfucker in the comments say, I was in a movie that flopped and nobody. Bitch, I was in a Universal picture. Bitch, you in the comment section, you will never know what it's like. Bitch, run your ass down there to your cubicle and sit down, ho, and ask for your first 15 and your last 30-minute break, bitch. I fly around this earth, because I am T.S. Madison, bitch. First class, bitch, black car, bitch. I don't know what hot air feels like outside, bitch, because I'm in and out. Bitch, I'm ushered through. Bitch, there's security surrounding me. Bitch, there's cameras in my face all the motherfucking time, bitch, and I demands my check. And at the end, beginning, middle, and end of all of the business deals that I'm with, my attorneys are black. All my attorneys are black, bitch, and they make sure that, bitch, when I'm 80 years old, bitch, when the Lord bless me to see that, bitch, that I'm still gonna get a check from where I was at. I can't help that regular asshole had to run down there and get an app, bitch. You feel I can't help that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And I know
what Tasha said. She said,
I thought Sean and Tasha was cool. I guess it's commentary. Let's move on.
I cannot. See, I like Tasha. That's, you know,
And it's
but
okay.
I like
don't,
you. Like,
here's
you
the thing,
know,
I don't want you to dislike Tasha. I don't want nobody to dislike Tasha. I don't fuck with that mangy ass bitch. I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with her because the bitch is faker than a motherfucking $4 bill. And you know they don't even exist. Y'all talking about
she
somebody
said
wake
that
Tasha
you
up.
and Netta
Baby
make the
Tasha,
same
let me
money
tell
on
you,
Facebook.
girl, Facebook, ma'am.
No, I'm just telling you what she said. She said that you and
Ma'am.
Netta make the same amount of money on Facebook, but
Ma'am, I have a Beyonce residual. Hello? I have a Beyonce residual. That's number one. I licensed the show to Fox Soul, bitch. That Fox Soul ain't even over there no more, bitch. And that show is on Tubi. I have residuals that come from that. I'm a businesswoman. I've always been a businesswoman. BigDickBitch.com ain't even up no more, bitch. And I still get checks to roll. I will never see a broke day.
Shout out to TS for putting her finances in order. I got to give her that. If what she's saying is true as far as her residuals and making sure that financially she's compensated, even moving forward, shout out. I got to give that to her.
Hey, never. As long as my God sit high in the sky and look low, I will never see a broke day. That bitch don't know anything about my business. And if she was listening, and she over there listening to Gio tell her any business that he don't know, I never trusted that nigga.
And
so
Gio's
because
not
I
on your
never
team
trusted
no more, right?
that he didn't and never was. If you look at it, if you really paid attention, after that motherfucker hauled ass, everything went up for me, didn't it? Where I been? I ain't been nowhere but up.
True.
Ain't Gio, first of all, what the other boy, Chi-Chi? The one who used to be laughing in the background. Is Chi-Chi still over there? Who be following TS? Where the boy Chi-Chi at? The one who used to be laughing in the background when her and Kaya was working together. He had a funny laugh. Is Chi-Chi still around now? Just question, because she said the boy Gio don't work for her no more.
I ain't been nowhere but up.
Well, that is true.
So, you know, all that shit these hoes be talking from a place of, I don't like TS, I don't like her arrogance, or I don't like T, I don't like his arrogance, I don't like this, I don't like the way he manipulate. I don't manipulate a motherfucking person, nobody. I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to.
No, I agree.
Somebody said push a kid. I don't want, bitch, listen, that's what y'all got y'all pussies for. I don't want no motherfucking children, bitch. That's what you lay on your back and let that nigga fucking come in you, bitch, and you have his baby. That's why you stuck to that job, that chair, that motherfucking sofa right now, and the YouTube talking to Sean, bitch, because you got to be home raising his kids while he fucking the next bitch and could be getting fucked in his ass. Go somewhere with that shit. I'm not jealous of no bitch that got no pussy, because a lot of you hoes that got pussies is not doing anything for you. So,
okay, let's stop right here. So she read a comment, somebody must have said something, and then she goes in, right? About not wanting the coochie. I think the hypocrisy comes in is the whole thing with Netta and her was Netta looked more like a woman, or people seen more, in her word, cunt, on Netta than they did on her. But you don't want the coochie. You want us to know it's T at the top and D at the bottom, but you, on the other hand, mad because we don't see you as a woman. But then on the flip side, you don't want no coochie anyway. So what is it? What are we doing? I'm confused. What is it that we want here? Shout out to the Messy Sweet Spot. That's where all of this is coming from. Shout out to the Messy Sweet Spot. Y'all go follow my girl Gigi. See, when I told y'all TS talks like a man, I don't mean like deep voice. I mean like the things that come out of his or her mouth. Saying stuff like that, you go push the nigga, baby, and then to turn around and say he might be getting plucked in the booty. Now, I believe some men are, but everybody is not like that. Moving on.
So why in the fuck would I want the pussy that you got, bitch, when the dick titties at the top I got and the dick in the bottom I got me flying all over the motherfucking world, bitch, and living the life that I want to live. And the pussy you got, bitch, got you home crying about a nigga, bitch, that won't commit to you. It ain't doing nothing for you. So why the fuck do I want it? Happy 4th of July, bitch.
So we want to, is she wanting to look like, is she wanting to be acknowledged as a woman or no? Because a woman comes with a hole. I don't, just out of curiosity, I saw a comment. Esther said, TS ain't told no lies though. What did she tell the truth about? Women having a man's baby, working a 9 to 5. What did she tell the truth about, Esther? I'm really curious. Because if by that logic, she's talking about you and me too. And none of what she's saying applies to me. Because guess what? Let me say this. Everybody don't want to fly all over the world. See, that's why it's a small portion of people who are in Hollyweird. Everybody don't want to be a part of Hollyweird. So none of what she said applies to me. Absolutely none of it. I understand what happens in Hollyweird. So I don't have no aspects or no aspirations or nothing of going down to Hollyweird. Some people just like having a regular life. I'm just trying to see what part she was right about. You say she told no lies. I'm really curious. I'm not even trying to drag or nothing. I'm really curious. And then also, like Georgia said, my womb is not what he described. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just a real life question because I really want to understand the women who back this. Because whatever TS is saying about whoever in the comments, TS feels that way about your womb and your hole and your 9 to 5 and your man. She's talking to you too. So I'm just, it's not like she said to the person. She said a woman, women, period, with the whole. She talking about a whole collective of women. I really want to understand this. How do you take yourself out of that when she's not saying to the person in the chat? She's saying women, period, ... I'm just curious, that's all. I just want to understand, that's it. And it's not the drag, don't nobody mess with it. I really want to know.
Put a firecracker in your ass and let it pop.
TS, do you feel like it's a double standard when it comes to trans women and Black women when it comes to talking on somebody that may be in the community?
Here's the thing, I don't think that the black women, some who have insecurities within themselves, because I don't give a fuck what they say, and this probably gonna go somewhere. There are a lot of Black women that are very insecure against other Black women. Then you add a Black transgender woman to the equation who is rich, who is successful, who is in their motherfucking face. So of course they try to find every area and every aspect and every stuff to diminish the presence of. Bitch, on my platform, all I do is uplift Black women because my mother is a black woman, and I have watched my mother go through her struggles. I bought my mama's house. All
right, I want to unpack that too. TS says that Black women are jealous of Black women, or insecure of Black women. Okay, I'll admit that. Some Black women are. But I'm gonna be completely honest. I think unless a Black woman has had a situation where her man was messing with a TS, I don't see how what would we be jealous of? Like, for real. Like, what would we be jealous of? See, you take your woman off. Mine is permanent. You see what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got your boobs, you still stand over the toilet. You take your woman off at night. I go to bed and wake up with mine. What would I be jealous of? And I'm just saying, or as women, I'm talking about unless I found my man in bed with a TS, then I see that. Them women, I can see that because then they feel like, oh, so apparently they got something I don't have. I get it. But I'm talking about an average woman walking up the street. Why would she see a T at the top and D at the bottom and be like, man, I wish I had that. Man, I'm so jealous. Oh my God. Like I said, unless you are dealing with a man or you're insecure about men going over there, those women, yes. But I'm talking about the average woman. We not, and the only so-called insecurity we feel about other women is still stems behind a man, them finding them attractive or something like that. But we, you know what I mean? And I do believe that there are some women on there who go in and mess with TS. I do. But I think TS is taking small minority comments and making blanket statements. That's where I'm having. Talk to the bitch who talking to you. Don't speak about a collective because nobody wants to be a TS. Like that just doesn't make any logical sense. Especially as a black woman, as a black person, we already persecuted. Why would I want to go to something even more persecuted than me sometimes? Like, you know what I mean? Thank you for the super chat, Esther. Esther says, if it don't apply, let it fly. She telling the truth about some of these men. Okay, some of the men I get, and the ladies that let them drag them. But this the thing, Esther, she not saying some. She's saying all, Esther. And she don't have to say all. You can listen to the way TS responds, and you can tell, you know, like for instance, just now she said, now they got some black women, and I uplift black women. Shout out, because she do uplift her mama. I ain't gonna lie, I seen this clip of TS with her mom, and her mama gave her that speech. And I ain't gonna lie, it almost made me cry. That to see TS's mother say, hey, I didn't understand you before, but now I understand why you had to leave. Like that really almost had me in tears, because that's a love, unconditional love that a lot of black women don't know how to give to their children. So that and it took up time, but she got there. But what I'm trying to say is, you can't, and it's the same double talking that TS did before. You say you don't have a problem with Netta, but then you turn around and say, but y'all want to say Netta real fish. And if you don't have a problem with her, leave her name out of it. You say you don't have a problem with black women, TS, but then you turn around and make blanket statement about black women. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And it's easy to say, oh, well, if it don't apply, let it fly. If I make a blanket statement about any community, if I make a blanket statement about any community, any one of the LGBTQ community, if I turn around and tell y'all, if it don't apply, let it fly, what y'all gonna say? If I say the most heinous thing, if right now, I ain't gonna say what I say, but if I say something about anybody in that community and say, well, if it don't apply, let it fly, you tell me how that would be received. You think the people just, the people who it don't apply to gonna let it fly? I just, you know, it's not that a hit dog is hollering because it don't apply to me. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I watched a heap full of black women in the comments champion and parade this mess. Y'all don't have no boundaries? Just like they have boundaries. Certain things you don't say to them or say about them. Talk about who you talk. Pick the comment up and talk about that person. Don't say no blanket statements about women, because that's not, first of all, nobody's a monolith. But TS will say, I don't have no problem with women, and then make a blanket statement about women. That's crazy to me. And then the women be in the comments, read girl. That's insane to me. That's just like a racist white man right now come into this chat and say, all you niggers with the ER should burn in hell. And I'm going to put I'm gonna burn a cross in front of your door. How many of y'all put a 1 in the chat if you're gonna take the approach, if it don't apply, let it fly? Put a 2 in the chat if you're gonna get upset. I'm trying to make this make sense. If a racist clear man come in here right now and call all us niggers with the hard ER and tell us he wish we all got put in a pile and burned alive, how many of y'all is gonna be like, well, if it don't apply, let it fly? Y'all sound crazy. That's crazy to me. That don't go like that. There's no community on the face of this earth where you can make blanket statements about, and then the other people be like, if it don't apply, let it fly. But for some odd reason, inside of a Black community, there are subgroups. There's the TS groups, and then there's the woman group, who, first of all, we don't be thinking about them people. We really don't. On my soul, I'm a Black woman. I ain't never been in conversation and nobody brought up a TS, never. We don't be thinking about them people. We really don't. We allies to the community, to be completely honest. Some of us, some Black women are detrimental to the community. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them use them people. Some of them do them dirty. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, we don't think about them people. We're not sitting around talking about them people. We just don't. Now, they got trolls in the chat. They got trolls in the chat that's gonna go up in there and say crazy stuff to TS. That's fine, but don't make blanket statements and then turn around and tell me if it don't apply, let it fly. What you mean? I have a wound. I have a hole. I produce life. So when you talk about us having a hole and the nigga, what you mean? You disrespecting all women who have a wound. We just got to be honest about certain things. I think that we can coexist. I know that we can coexist. We've always have. But this whole blanket statement about women with wounds and other Black women who have wounds sitting up there being like, oh, if it don't apply, let it fly. That's crazy. That need to be studied. That need to be studied. Because I tell you what, you say something about somebody in any other community, especially the unmentionables, you think some of them gonna be saying if it don't apply, let it fly. Say something about the juice. Say something about the orange juice, people. And I want to see how many of them gonna say, if it don't apply, let it fly. Esther said TS can't say nothing to offend me. That's on y'all. And it doesn't offend me. You know what offended me? The women in the comments championing it. That's what offended me. That's what this is all about. TS can't nothing on nobody online said nothing about me to offend me. But what I'm saying is the women, when I seen the women in the comments thinking that this was like entertainment and a read, I was like, wow. You know, that's all. I really couldn't believe that they had natural born women thinking that that's a read. That's what I'm saying. That's all. Trust me, nothing TS says penetrates nothing I got going on over here. I told y'all I don't live online. When I end the live, I step into what they call real life. I don't live online. But, you know. Anyways, I had a super chat. Hold on. Thank you, son, for the super chat. TS doubled down on the misogynoir. You can't have it both ways. TS hates women, and that applies to the collective. Yet they demand to be in our spaces. That's an interesting take. I go back and forth with TS hating women. I think I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it, but then sometimes I feel like she's just getting trolled. But my thing is, why your response got to be to all of us, girl? We ain't say nothing to you, girl. We ain't say nothing to you. I think there's an envy there, but I think it's getting flipped around on us as if we trying to be, or we jealous of them, when the fact of the matter is that envy, it's almost like reverse psychology. Like, I feel a way about you, but I'm about to gaslight you to make it seem like you the one feel a way about me. Does that make sense? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, son. Let's listen to a little bit more, then we're going to move on.
Mama's house. I bought this house that I motherfucking live in. I lived in over here that I'm giving to the starter house, and I bought the new house over there, bitch. I did everything that I could in my power to so that my mother wouldn't be struggling as a Black woman. And so I understand, you know, I don't have no pressure with Black women. It's the Black women that got pressure with me that I'm not gonna hold back on. Your pussy not gonna save you from me lashing on your ass. That's not.
And I'm here for it. See that part? See that part? This is the double talking I'm talking about. This is how you should have said it. This is how you should have addressed it from the beginning. I don't have a problem with all black women. I don't think TS has a problem with all black women. I don't. On my soul, I really don't think TS have a problem with all black women. I really don't. What I think is TS gets gaslit and get dragged and poked by these folk in the comment, and then TS turns around and make blanket statements. Don't do that. Hey, anybody who ever seen me drag somebody on here, I'll pull the person's comment up, or I highlight the comment and I'll go drag the person. I don't make it a blanket thing. I drag the person. See, that's when you know how to quote unquote Jones or rib or read. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn around and say, I don't have a problem with all black women, but then read all black women. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, hey, whoever said this, look here, you bald head, ugly bitch, go there. But don't start talking about wounds and holes and your man over here. Who?
Not gonna save you. It's not gonna save you because the black women that support me and fuck with me, they don't use that as a way to. They'll tap me on my shoulder and say, Maddie, maybe you shouldn't have said this way with him. And I can see it from reasoning. But walking in the door telling me that you can have kids and you got ovaries and you can this and that, I don't give a fuck about that. You can do all that, bitch, and you can do all of that stuff that you screaming in my face about right now, and you still sitting over there trying to get that man to commit to you. Bitch, kiss my ass. It ain't doing nothing for you, so what the fuck do I want it for? Why do I want it? It ain't doing nothing for you. You always trying to find out where your next meal coming from, bitch. I eat all the you. I'm fat. You ain't see how fat I am, bitch? I eat good all the time.
You're not fat.
Bitch. Oh, you telling me to stay humble? No, I'm not finna stay humble. Sure not. That's where you want me at, bitch. That's what you always want. No, I'm not finna stay humble. The Lord bless me. I'm on assignment, bitch. So I'm not finna stay humble. And bitch, guess what? In a year and two from now, it's gonna be more homes, more this, more money, more things, more material things. Yes, more material things, because that's what seems to upset y'all. That's what seems to upset you.
I ain't gonna lie, I agree with her there. I get it. People don't like braggadocious people, but I don't think anybody should humble anybody. If any humbling is to take place, that's gonna be by the Most High. I don't like people being like, oh, you need to humble yourself. And sometimes you need to uptalk yourself. Like, for instance, I think about Cash Money Records all the time. Cash Money Records used to be telling y'all they rich, and them niggas was renting that fake money, fake watches, renting them cars. Them niggas ain't had that, but they talked it up so much to where they manifested it. I don't think that people should so-called say, oh, you need to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. People saying it from a situation of, hey, you talking this big shit now, but everything go up must come down. I get it. But it's not, I just don't believe it's the next person's place to humble, or you should humble yourself. I don't like that. They did that with Keith Lee wife, and that lady ain't saying nothing. That was crazy to me. Black women, we gotta work on ourselves. There was black women in the chat going in on Keith Lee wife, and that lady ain't never said nothing to nobody. All because he said, they asked him if he would rather have a date with a celebrity. He said he'd rather sit in the car and eat with his wife. They had black women saying that lady need to humble herself. She didn't even say nothing. She didn't even say nothing. So I don't like that humble yourself. I don't like that neither. I'm not a braggadocious person because I don't have, look, I ain't got it, girl. I live below my means. I live way below my means. Y'all know I'm cheap. So I don't have nothing to brag about. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I just don't like the humble yourself thing. I don't like that. I think you should uptalk yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right, girl.
Oh, Sabrina, you say I seem to go too far. So when you go to throwing up that you got a real pussy and you can have kids and this and the other, and I tear your ass up and tell you that the pussy that you got is doing what it's doing for you, and the dick at the bottom and titties at the top that I got is exalting me in the place where I want to be. How is that going too far? Y'all never see that y'all draw the line in the sand and then you don't be really built for the comeback forward.
I think this is the problem though, TS. You're not addressing the person. You're addressing a community of women. That's the problem. Why is everybody else catching the stray because you got into it with somebody else? That's the real question. Why does everybody else have to catch a stray because you're going back and forth with a bitch? You said you can read, right? Read. You said you can read. Read. Why does a whole community of people? Because when you say y'all bitches with the cootie cats, bitch, we all got cootie cats. Maybe I'm tripping. A little bit more.
Well, your defense game is going to be different when you have had to combat a lot of women.
Here go hold talking about nothing is forever when you ain't humble. Sweetheart, y'all been telling me to be humble. That's been 17 years ago. I'm on my second home. Excuse me, I'm on my third home. No. I'm on my third home. You don't have to like me, bitch. You don't have to like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I could care less. Eat a dick.
All right, that's enough. Y'all gonna have to go to the Messy Sweet Spot or Sean Davy Ways show to finish the rest of this. Shout out to Gigi, Messy Sweet Spot. Only thing, like I say, the only problem I have with TS, it ain't even what she said, because that shit don't apply over here. But what I'm saying is, if you can read the way that you say you can read, address the person, don't address a community, because no other community, and I don't want nobody on here to tell me just, don't apply, let it fly, because if somebody addressed your community as a whole in a negative way, you would have something to say too. And that's just human. You know what I'm saying? That's just human. So my thing is, address the people you dealing with, because you say you don't have whole envy, but every time you get into it with a bitch, you show us whole envy. That's where I get confused. Thank you, Esther, for the super chat. Nobody attacks TS as a person. It's that mouth. What you mean? Nobody attacks TS as a person. It's that mouth. Yeah. See, she said, okay, I understand where you're coming from now, LOL, because what TS say, she happy, but sound very unhappy, Pooh. Yeah. And that's just what it is. I don't really, her happiness doesn't really, I don't care. I'm just saying, if you go, and then you wonder why, and this is what happens typically. Y'all remember the last time TS jumped in when they said women don't own periods and all of that? She wondered why the whole community of black women got on her ass. Because you start speaking in general. You got to speak to who you're talking about. We don't want to have no problem with these people. We just want to live. But just speak to who you're talking about. That's all. Don't put a whole community on blast, because the whole community don't feel that way about you. Now, I drag, you're damn right. I drag when you was jealous of Netta, and I believe it, and I don't care what nobody see. And I don't think you jealous of Netta as a person. And let me say this too. A lot of people was over there saying, why would she be jealous of Netta? She got this, she got that. Netta don't have this, Netta don't have that. Let me tell y'all something. And I learned this, and I had to tell this to a friend of mine. You be surprised of the things people are jealous of you about. I'm talking about, I've had people, even myself, like, dang, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. You'd be surprised. It ain't always behind material things. The reason I said that about Netta being jealous, not Netta, TS being jealous of Netta, is because I said, and she has said it on 50 million occasions, I'm talking about TS, that we looked at Netta and thought Netta was a woman and didn't look at TS and think TS is a woman. That's where the jealousy lies. It starts and stops right there. Right there. Listen to me and listen to me good. It's not about who got the most money. It's not about who got the most followers. It's not about the nigga. It ain't about none of that. I'm telling you, I know it. And TS reassures it every single time she gets on the line. It has nothing to do with nothing that these two women have. We all know TS is the most accomplished of the two. That's hands down. It starts and stops at the fact that some women looked at Netta and thought Netta was a real woman, but none of them, or a lot of them, in her opinion, didn't look at her and think that she was. That's where it starts. That's where it stops. Y'all can sit up here and say that lady would never, TS would never be jealous of her. Netta ain't got nothing. That relationship ain't real. You going, listen, you going too far with it. Start and stop at where it starts and stop. It ain't about Charles slow ass. It ain't about looks, obviously. It ain't about clothes. It ain't about shoes. It ain't about money. It ain't about proximity to success. It ain't about none of that. Every time TS goes live, and TS, if you on here, I'm telling you, I'll clock you, baby. Every time you go live, the first thing you do, or one of the things you talk about, or you always bring up, you have never not talked about Miss Netta and not brought this up. Every time you bring, I can see through you, baby. I'm psychoanalyzing you every time you get on here. I don't have no problem with Netta. I don't have no problem with Netta, but y'all really looked at Netta and clocked her as real fish. That bothers you, TS. That's the part right there. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that other stuff. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. Y'all would be surprised who looking at you and envious of you. And you could be sitting to yourself, I ain't got shit. What they looking at me for? You be surprised. You be surprised. Y'all thinking of material things. Girl, jealousy and envy is green for a reason, child. It ain't got nothing to do with the things you possess. Some people are, but most of the people who look at you and feel a way about you ain't got nothing to do with your possessions. I'm telling you. And no, Netta does not look like a woman. It's Netta's demeanor, it's Netta's aura, it's Netta's essence that made some women look at Netta and said she looked like a woman. I didn't think she was a woman. But when people said, oh, we thought she was a woman, I understood immediately why. It wasn't because Netta has a look like a woman, because being a woman is way more. I keep telling y'all, being a woman, the look is only 2% of being a woman. Do you hear me? Let me say that again. The look is only 2% of being a woman. Anybody who's a woman on here knows being a woman encompasses so many things. The look is less than 2%, probably, if you ask me. Girl, the look, most women don't even have time to worry about the look because being a woman is that much. A few of the things that are top when you look at a woman or when you see a woman is their energy, their aura, their essence, the nurturing part. Netta is a nurturer. Netta cooks for her man. That's one of the things that women do. They cook. And it's bigger than even cooking. Like, it's so much that goes in. The look is less than 2% of a woman. Y'all got, and listen, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I know gay males who have more essence of being a woman than T.S. Madison. I ain't gonna lie. I know gay males. I'm talking about they're not feminine gay. I'm talking about gay male. Matter of fact, my cousin, rest in peace, Walt. When I remember my mom used to bring us by my cousin's house, my cousin used to get up in there and he'll say, and he was a gay man. He didn't do drag. I'm talking about a regular gay man. But when we got over there, hey, y'all go outside and play. He in there listening to his Anita Baker, cleaning up, sweeping, mopping, waxing, cooking. What y'all coming in for? Y'all coming inside? You come inside, you're going to stay inside. All right, y'all go wash your hands, sit down at this table and y'all eat. After y'all eat, get up and go wash. You know what I'm saying? Go take a bath and y'all go lay down. You see what I'm saying? It's an energy about it. And my cousin was a man. Feminine man, but a man. I done been by women in my family and didn't feel that type of essence from them. So it's bigger than the look. The look is only, like I said, less than 2% of a woman. That's what this is about. So when people saw Netta, it wasn't because Netta has this beautiful woman look. And nobody ain't look at Netta and be like, oh, Netta, she just looked like, no, nobody looked at her. It wasn't about that. It was about what Netta exude on the camera when she went live. Oh, my husband. Oh, babe, you want this? Babe, you want that? Oh, let me cook for my husband. How you like it, babe? Charge your lunch. All of that added into some people, not me. Some people think, like I told y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Out of the both of them, if I had children, little bitty babies, and I had to drop my churn off by one of them, they going by Netta. No cap. Now, I'm not dropping my churn off by none of them, but I'm just saying, if I had children and I need a babysitter, and I had to drop my children off by either TS or Netta, they going by Netta, because guess what? They gonna eat. She gonna make sure they eat. She look like she gonna make sure they go outside. Them churn always in the pool with them. You see what I'm saying? Them churn always in the pool. They outside. They gonna go outside and play. She gonna make sure they eat. She gonna make sure they get in the bed. Yeah, with the dust and everything. I ain't lying. It's big, but again, we know both of these are men, so it's not that. It's just, it was an essence that Netta gave that TS has not given. And TS also, whenever you go in on a group of people, it gives masculinity. It gives, it does. It gives the things that you say, like, don't nobody want no hoe. That's something a man would say. That's all it is, fat. Thank you for the super chat, son. Black women will write victim Viacom and cancel him. Those comments right there is what I'm saying. TS is a man. He is telling you that you up front. Keep it cute, bro. Yeah. But I understand TS has TS's fans. I don't believe in messing with people's livelihood. I ain't gonna do all of that. I ain't writing. I ain't doing all that. But what I'm saying is, I just, I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Esther, for the super chat. TS watches you. I heard her quote you before. All the girls watch me, girl. They all watch me. They all watch me, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. I know y'all back there in the bushes. Like the video, though. I ain't tripping. Like the video. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Cosplaying Black Americans. And then we're going to get into this dream and I'm getting up out of here. There are a lot of people who are playing like you who ain't you. We've already went over it. Stephen A. Smith is one of them. We talked about it a little bit yesterday on the Dollhouse channel. Hold on. We talked about it a little bit on the Dollhouse channel. Did you ever send me that email? Who was sending me that email from Essence trying to get y'all to go down there and be a crash dummy? I ain't see it. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it. Whoever was supposed to send me that email. But anyways, where was I? Oh, there are a lot of people in that buffer system that I keep telling y'all about, you guys. Yes, I've seen that. I've dragged Joe for that too. Like I say, they're both men. At the end of the day. They were both born biological males. Yes, that's a fact. And I've heard that Joe has gone off on men before, and I dragged Joe the other day about that. Because Joe, what you not gonna do is get up in here and act like, you see what I'm saying? You ain't just the same sometimes as well. Yes, both are one and the same. Trust me, I heard about it. I haven't seen it, but I heard about it. Multiple people been saying that. But let me say this. I was speaking on a situation between Netta and TS, and it really wasn't even about Netta. Netta was the byproduct of what I was talking about. I was talking about the blanket statements of women. If you don't have a problem with women, then don't make blanket statements when you reading. Read the person. You said you can read. That's all I'm saying. Read. Let's move on. Cosplaying Black Americans. Y'all, once y'all start peeling back the layers, y'all are going to see that most of these people in position are not Black Americans. They're just not. Thank you for the super chat, Gardens and Goddesses. I stopped watching TS years ago, and just like I did with Armand, two different types of the community, but their hate for women leaks out in the same way. Yeah. Y'all know I used to watch Armand. I used to. And then I started seeing him. I know he had a situation with his mama. And then I remember him going in. I did a video on it, I think, before. It's almost like when it's time to draw a line in the sand, they pick a side. And ain't nothing wrong with them picking their side. They supposed to. But you can't pick your side and then come back and ask for Black women to be your main support. That's my problem. If you're gonna pick your side, stay there. If you're gonna pick your side, stay there. Don't pick your side and then come back and ask for the support because you didn't pick this side. That's where I go. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the super chat, Goddess and Goddesses. Gardening Goddesses, I'm sorry. But no, listen, because I really want to move past this. There are a lot of people who are cosplaying as you. Stephen A. Smith is one of them. And they are part of that buffer system that I was talking to you guys about. That buffer system that literally acts as if they are acting on your behalf. These people cosplaying Black and they're not Black. These people, and I'm not saying as in skin color, Black American, let's say that, Acorn. These people are acting as if they're Black American Acorn when the facts of the matter are they're not. So many people who are guests in the house of us have been our mouthpiece. And nobody's going to tell me that somebody like Stephen A. Smith, who has never been for the good of Black people, Black Americans, he is the clear man's puppet, is what he is. That's what he is. And now all of a sudden he wants to be the doggone spokesperson for Black America in BET. Negro, you don't know nothing about BET. BET ain't never even invited this nigga that I can recall to anything. But now all of a sudden, people like Stephen A. Smith, that's why y'all got to go back through these people's stuff. Because they'll tell you everything you need to know. I have been telling y'all since the beginning. Everybody's in on a joke except you. They've been doing this since the beginning of time, getting these people who are not us to act as if they are us and getting them to speak on our behalf. Stephen A. has been against the Black community since the very beginning. I refuse to allow him to be the spokesperson for Black America. I refuse. Y'all not tired of getting stepped on, bro? Look at him respond because of people telling him to shut the hell up about us.
Which, by the way, wasn't my major point. My major point was he didn't want any association with Black people until he was indicted on double murder charges.
Pause. Stephen A. The quote was mistaken, and I spoke about this yesterday. When OJ said, "I'm not Black, I'm OJ," he was saying, "Don't reduce me down to a color." But what Stephen A. is doing, first of all, Stephen A., he wasn't even talking about you. You're not a part of the culture. You're not Black American. He's not talking about you. So how can you be so offended? First of all. Second of all, Stephen A., the man was saying, "Don't reduce me down to a color. I am more than a color. I am a person. I am O.J. Simpson." Now, I know it got a lot of people upset, but maturing is realizing and understanding exactly what it was he was saying. And he's right. He's right. But he's going to try to use that as defense. He didn't even want to be a part of Black America. First of all, he never was talking about you, even if you take it the way you took it. But ultimately, that should never be your defense, sir. Because that has nothing to do with the fact that he was one of us and he passed. Period. We have a right to celebrate whoever it is we want from our community, even the horrible ones like the serial unalivers. You don't get to come in as a guest and tell us who to celebrate and who not to celebrate. That needs to be a meeting had between us. Why are we celebrating the horrible people and putting down the good people?
He didn't give a shit about us.
Not us.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. He said that. Jay-Z got it on the 444 album.
See? He probably don't even have a quote. I'm going to pull it up. He probably don't even have the quote. I'm going to get it. He's so busy worried about Jay-Z album. Nigga, please. I won't go see it. We're going to pull it up. Because see, Jay-Z put that quote in his album, in that 444 album, which was a good album. And niggas went to running with it.
What are you talking about? I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. We all know it. You in an uproar? All caught up in your feelings? You're supposed to be a funny man. You're supposed to be making people laugh. You're supposed to be sitting up there and entertaining us and all of this stuff. And you got your face all cringed up, looking like you ready to go ballistic over OJ? OJ? That's what? That's good. That's what got you all ruffled? OJ. That's what you want to stand on. You want to stick up for OJ. I'm not talking about you. Just your take. Your take is trash.
Pause. I think I found it. I think this is it, you guys. I think this is it.
Some of you handle your thoughts. Well, this is his prerogative. I'm not too enlightened on the situation. I don't know exactly what they're trying to do.
The whole idea.
Hold on. It say, let me go scroll past. It say 1:30 was OJ response. Hold on. I don't want to get no copyright.
Evils and injustice.
OJ was approached because he was the biggest name in collegiate athletics at that time. He was also a world record holding track star.
That's O.J. Simpson of Southern.
So here we got 2 for 1. When I asked him, I said, we're trying to get black athletes to understand they have a role in the current civil rights movement. His response was, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
What they think is right, I guess they must follow their beliefs. Well, right now I don't want to be involved in it because I'm not in track. I'm running track, but when it comes to Olympic time, I'll be in football, so I have no comment on it.
I was quite taken with him.
Okay, so I see what they were saying. So it looks as if, hold on, let me go back so you can see it. I didn't want to get a copyright strike, y'all, so that's why I didn't put it up here. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out, did anybody ever get this on tape? So I see what they were saying. What they were saying was they were trying to do this black cause, black this, black that. And OJ was like, I don't want no parts of that. I'm not black, I'm OJ. They wanted him to raise his fist in solidarity during the Olympics. Got it. Let me say this. This quote from OJ, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I can see why black people would take that as offensive. Because nigga, we trying to galvanize and you over here talking about you ain't black. Nigga, the hell? I understand that. And that's where it's going for me, Crystal. I took it as y'all are trying to group us into a group because we have this skin color thing. But this is the thing. I feel like even today, we have to get away from this black thing. We have to get away from it. Because there's no provisions under the law for black people. We don't exist. We're not even a nation. Black Americans are not a nation. That's why we can't get no reparations for nothing. And again, that's another thing. This is all what they said. I thought they had it on tape or something. That's all. This is all hearsay. Did they ask him what he meant by it? Let me see. Let me go. Let me scroll through. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something else. Hold on. I just honestly, it's when you look it up, when you Google it, all you see is doggone Jay-Z. That's all you see is Jay-Z. The meaning of Jay-Z's OJ. That all about, what is it? I forgot. I don't even see anything where he said it. And again, it could be here, but even if he said it, oh well. So we're not supposed to, if we don't want to celebrate him, yeah, he went off away. I ain't gonna lie. I feel two ways about it. I understand the people who don't want to celebrate him. I do. And I understand the people who feel like that's still our people, we gonna celebrate him. I understand both sides. I think my problem came in with Stephen A is you coming from the outside looking in. Nigga, he wasn't talking about you. And since when do you give a damn about the black community? Since when? Let us deal with our people. Let us handle us. Let us chastise and deal with us. That ain't got nothing to do with you. And like I said, at the end of the day, he was found not guilty. What else? What were we talking about? What are we talking about? But now you guys are picking the side of a Stephen A. Smith versus what? What have OJ ever done to black people? What has he ever done to black people? I can count on many hands what Stephen A. has done to black people. They just put a picture up. That's it. They literally just flashed a picture saying, rest in peace, OJ Simpson. This is what he's making a big stink about. Y'all a lot of us be caught up on what people say. What did they do? OJ ain't never did nothing to a nigga. Never. Not that I know of. Literally, I ain't never seen OJ do nothing. But I've seen Stephen A. literally obliterate Kwame Brown and other black athletes. I'm talking about went on a whole tour with the Kwame Brown thing. I don't give a damn what he said. What did he do? What did he do? And that's our feelings. When our feelings get to be in the driving force of things, we end up getting screwed up. Give a damn what he say. What did he do?
Somebody like Cam or Mace got something to say, man, that's fine. OJ was working on this show. I understand that. What's on your mind? Don't bother answering and don't worry about it because I ain't going to pay attention to you after I finish talking about this. I'm not going back and forth with you. I got better things to do with my time. And damn it, when you on another television show or another movie, I'm going to watch because I actually like you. I like your work.
He's responding to Phase on Love. Let me say this, man. Y'all stop letting these people talk for you. Y'all stop letting these people talk for you. Period. Because before this Nicole Simpson stuff, OJ was beloved in the community. Even after that whole I'm not black, I'm OJ stuff. Why you think black people rallied around OJ the way they did when it was time for that verdict? We still messed with OJ as a community. We did. We thought it in the back of our heads he did that, but we wasn't. We stood a united front, and we wasn't gonna let nobody else tell us otherwise. You got this foreigner literally over here telling us that OJ did it when he was found not guilty. You holding him accountable and putting him up to the cross like as if he did it. Let us deal with our own. If we decide to keep them or throw them away, that's between us. That don't have nothing to do with this foreigner, Stephen A. Smith. That don't have nothing to do with it. Let us deal with our people. This what bothers me with them. And let me say this too. I want to make sure y'all understand what I'm saying when I say this. When I be talking about these foreigners, I don't mean all foreigners. I really don't. And to be completely honest, I really wish that all the Americas stood a united front. I ain't gonna lie. I wish that all of the Americas stood in a united front. If I had it, if I could make it my way, if I could choose my way, all of the Americas, that's North America, South America, in the Caribbean island, if it was my choice, we would all stand in solidarity. We would understand that you're North American, you're Caribbean, you're South American, or whatever the case may be, but we would all stand in a solid front. I don't want to have to separate the Americas because I feel like we were all persecuted under the same clear man, the same ways in a lot of things. When I be speaking about these foreigners, I don't mean the average everyday person because I know everybody don't think like that. But you got to understand, it's because it's called survival. It's called not survival of the fittest, that too, but it's really called survival mode. Put yourself in North American shoes. Every time we turn around, it's somebody who ain't one of us talking about us or for us or separating themselves or taking. That get tiring, bro. That is so tiring. Imagine having something and you just generous with it to everybody. Imagine you having something that everybody needs and you just generous. Okay, yeah, come on, yeah. What you need, I got you. Don't worry about it. Imagine having that. And then the same people, self-preservation, that's what it is. Thank you, Sophie. And some of the same people who have the wherewithal to do right by you or who has the power to do you dirty, turn around and kick you in your behind. After a certain amount of time getting kicked in the behind, you're going to start shutting the door on all of them. Because you're like, damn, man, I'm letting y'all in. I'm giving you, I'm giving. Here. But every time I give, if I give the 10 of y'all, 5 or 6 of y'all turning around kicking me in my ass. Should I cut it all off altogether? And again, I'm not speaking of everybody. Because no one group of people is a monolith. No one group of people. But it gets scary, bro. Like I said, if I had my way, we will all be one it'll be us against everybody. And when I'm dragging these foreigners, I'm talking about the ones who put in position to do us dirty. But we trying to survive, nigga. They trying to X us out of here like we never existed. We're going through a paper genocide every single time. Every day we wake up, we going through more and more paper genocide. Most of us don't even know it. We don't even realize it. We sitting up there being cool with these folk, letting these folk all in the cookout, all in the building. And them folk turn around like Busta Rhymes and say, we ain't got no culture. What? Stephen A. Smith has been a thorn to the Black American community. He ain't done nothing for nobody Black. Stephen A. Smith is a coon pie. He is one of those people who them people hire to do all their dirty work. That's who he is. And their dirty work is to combat us. Stephen A. Smith is an op. He's not an ally. And for us to even be listening to this nigga, I can't stand Faison. But Faison was 1,000% right when he responded to this numb nut. Thank you for the super chat. We call BS News Podcast. That's how it should be. America, it should be. But damn, we scared. Every time we turn around, these people turning around doing us dirty. Lord, give us a dang, cut us some slack, stall us out. Jesus Christ. We don't mess with nobody, bro. That's the craziest part about Black America. We don't mess with nobody. We don't try to take nothing from nobody. Hell, if anything, we're more detriment to each other than anybody else. We're more dangerous to each other than anybody else. And people still get turning around doing us dirty, man. It should be all us together. And I want that. But it make you want to close the door because we got to, like they say, self-preservation. We got to make sure we still alive. They're trying to write us out. Paper genocide is real. Thank you for the super chat. The question is why they doing it. They're being compensated to do it. That's why. Another form of self-preservation. Them people being compensated to do that very well. They get paid real good to get up here and do you dirty. Hell, some of us, they get paid real good to do us dirty. They get paid damn good. They compensate them people well, but the gag is they don't never leave with it. They don't never leave with it. They have it all while they're here, but they don't have nothing to pass on to their kids. I watch it over and over again. I refuse to let y'all let this acorn head motherfucker be the spokesperson for us. He ain't one of us. He ain't never liked us. He ain't never did nothing for us. He don't get to speak on us. It's just ridiculous. Girl, what? My biology professor mentioned Henrietta Lacks, but ain't say she was black last week. I would have said it. But that's why I tell y'all that education system, man, that's bull. Get your education, but I'm saying it's bull. Get that Black Panther, not Black Panther. I'm reading another comment. That education system is a bunch of bull. They about to write that. Listen, you know why she didn't mention they black? Paper genocide. You know why she mentioned Henrietta Black, but don't mention that she black? Paper genocide. They putting it in the schools. Remember how they told us the Egyptians were clear? Remember they had us believing on the Ten Commandments movie that the Egyptians and the other people were white people? That's what they're doing in real life right now. They're not going to put in there that she was black. They're just going to say, oh, it's an American woman. And they did research. And they're not, because they are literally erasing us. That's another thing. I remember that. Remember he said, I wake up every day asking myself how I can make my boss richer or something like that. I remember him saying, man, Steve and A is not us. Please. Please. The Dawn said, when you look up Henrietta Lacks, it says a Black American woman. Yeah. Give it about another year and then look her up again. They scrub Google all the time. Google is very tricky. Give it about another year. Once they get it good and in the school system, they're going to take the black part off. Watch. That's what they do. Thank you, proudly Peculiar 225. They are always in the process of rewriting history. Revisionist history is no joke. And that's why I tell y'all everything you've ever been learned or taught, erase it. It's all a bunch of lies. Hell, Mike told y'all that. Everything that you've ever been taught, it was a lie. Mike told y'all that. Get him up here, Mike. Mike, tell him. Mike tried to tell y'all before they got him up out of here.
Really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. And they manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. That's right, Michael. The history books are lying. You need to know that. You must know that. all the forms of popular music, from jazz to hip hop to bebop to soul, you know, to you talk about the different dances, from the cakewalk to the jitterbug to the Charleston.
Didn't he tell y'all? Everything in them history books is a lie. That man wasn't lying. That man ain't lying. Kanisha said they got a movie. Girl, you know I went and looked it up, right? I had no clue. I had no clue. And as sure as I got a nose on my face. And look, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. This is very important because they about to lie like a dog in this movie and tell y'all it's just entertainment. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks is a drama television film directed by George C. Wolfe and starring Oprah Winfrey and Rose Byrne. The film tells the true story of a woman's search for enlightenment about her mother, who cancer cells would save millions. I bet you this movie about to be trash. They about to lie like a dog all through this stuff. And let's be clear. Please be clear. They are telling history. The movies, entertainment is where they're giving y'all history from. That's how y'all. That's how our mamas learned about roots, through the movies, and then they turned that into actual doctrine. This about to be a whole movie of lies. Watch, and then this is what they gonna do. Mark my word. Mark my word. Y'all could. I put my head on the chopping board. Then they're going to manipulate Google to match the movie. Watch. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do. I'm going to clip what Google says about Henrietta right now. They probably already did it already. And when a movie comes out, or whenever the television film series or whatever it is comes out, they're going to manipulate Google to match whatever the movie says. Because the movie is going to be the source document. Yeah, Reese was a scam. We already debunked that like 11 times. Do the man words. They're gonna turn Google to. They're gonna make Google match what the movie say. That's what they do. That's why Google ain't even a good source. This gonna be sad, bro. This gonna be sad. Now, I did hear that the family did receive something. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. I might be talking about somebody else. And that bitch Oprah, I thought Ozempic had that hoe on bed rest. Yeah, this about to be bad. This about to be bad. All right. Last thing I got to say before I get out of here. I had a dream. Now, if y'all think I'm crazy, I understand. But in the dream, I was told to tell y'all what happened. So I'm going to tell y'all. Do with it as you please. So, long story short, I have multiple dreams. I'm very vivid with my dreams. I know I have dreams I can recite to you, front to back. I remember as a little girl, I had to be in like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember we had twin beds in our bedroom. Me and my sister shared a room. And I remember getting out of the bed in the dream, but when I got out of the bed, the floor was filled with snakes, right? And immediately when I put my feet to the floor, the snakes were all over, crawling all up my body. I had to be in 3rd or 4th grade. I never forget it. I give you another dream. I had a dream once time, I want to say about 10 years ago, maybe. I had a dream that this man that was living next door was actually harboring girls and things of that nature, but I don't want to get into it. Listen. 2 nights ago, not last night, 2 nights ago, I had this dream. And in this dream, I was told to tell you guys, they literally said you have a platform, so use it. So I'm going to give you what I got. So in the dream, I'm at this studio, like it's like a Hollywood studio, like you can go and see backstage. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the reason that was the setting for the dream was because I was watching Fred Sanford that day. That's what it was. I was watching Fred Sanford, and that's when he met Lena Horne when he went backstage. Now that I'm thinking about it. Wow. But anyway, I'm on this tour, right? Me and a whole bunch of people. We on this tour, and I got pulled aside, and somebody was like, "Hey, if you pay a little extra small fee, you can get this ring." Now, this ring will give you access to parts of the studio that other people won't be able to get. So I was like, okay, well, how much it costs? And they was like, oh, it's like another $20. I was like, that's it? I was like, well, do everybody get a ring? They was like, nah, we normally pick one person out of the crowd to give them some more background on on what's going on behind the studio session. All right, cool. So they give me this ring. I'll never forget it. The ring was, it looked like a Super Bowl ring, but it was green and white. And they said, you got to put it on your ring finger on your right hand. So I put it on, boom, put the ring on. As we going through the tour, right? The man tapped me and was like, hey, your access gets you behind the scenes over here. So if you want to go over here and check, kind of behind the scenes in the studio stuff, you can go this way and you can meet up with the crew, coming back that way. Now, as I look over, it's a studio, but like all the lights are kind of off. So I'm like, bitch, I'm not going over there. So I was like, but me, I get close enough to see what's all in there. You know what I'm saying? And then if I don't like it, I'm going back with the crew. Long story short, I get close to the dark place, to the dark area, and all of a sudden it brightens up, and there are people coming out. It's 4 people. So somebody says, "What you doing over here?" And I was like, "I got the ring." They told me I can come over here. This is my pass, and they was like, "Let me see." And so I showed them the ring, and they were just like, "Oh, I ain't never seen that one. That must be a new one." And I was like, "Oh yeah," they told me I can get this access over here. And they were like, "Oh, well, see the ring that we have." And they showed me their ring. This ring gives us access to everything. See, the ring you have only give you like a little windows peek into what's really going on behind the scenes or whatever, right? So I'm like, well, let me see your ring. Their ring was like it was all clear, but it had like diamonds. Like it was like a amazing ring. Like I'm talking about that thing set off their hand like crazy. Long story short. So I was like, well, I'm looking around. All I see is like bleachers and like a set. I don't see nothing. I paid $20 to come back here and look at this. So they got to laughing. It was 4 people. I'll never forget. It was 4 people. So they got to laughing. And it was like, well, hell, what you was looking for? I said, shit. If I'm gonna have this ring for extra $20, I need to know something. I say I'm on my Denzel. I'm leaving here with something. So they laughed. And then 3 of them was like, well, at least you got to see, the studio. But other than that, we don't know, no, they were black. These were black people. Now, let me be clear. They weren't clear people. These were Black American people. But listen, this is the worst part. It wasn't a setting in today's time. It was a setting, not even in the 70s. It had to be like the 40s and 50s. Now, follow me. Even though I'm looking around and it feels like the 40s or 50s, they're speaking to me as if we're in 2024. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So 3 of them got to laughing. Well, girl, look, at least you got to see behind the studio. The other people ain't gonna get that. All right, cool. So I was like, so y'all not really gonna tell me nothing. Y'all just gonna blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, girl, one of them said, you not even ready to understand what's really going on. They was like, most of you niggas ain't. They literally said that. They said, most of y'all not. Y'all can't even handle what really goes on. So no, we ain't gonna tell you nothing. You don't have the ring to get the access. You don't need to know nothing. So I'm sitting here saying, well, I done did all of this. I'm about to leave. One of them grabbed me by my arm and said, come here, and pulled me to the side. And I said, what? And I was like, because I feel like I got played. I paid $20 for this ring. I ain't getting nothing from y'all. Like, and this person, it was a man. He said, let me tell you something. I can't give you too much detail because your access don't allow you that. He said, but I'm going to just say this right now. Everything that you ever known is fake. And I was like, what you mean? That's so vague. And he was like, everything that you ever known was staged and it was fake. I was like, okay, well, give me some type of detail. What we talking about here? He said, all the wars, civil rights movement, NAACP, anything that has ever happened on this landmass that we revere and hold dear, it's fake. He said, now everybody in the game don't know that it's fake. He said, but it's staged, it's created. It's created and it's staged to waver your emotions in whatever way they want your emotions to be. He said, now you're sitting here saying, okay, well, what does that do for the powers that be? He said, but you don't understand the way that they've been able to control us. That's why they've deleted everything that we've ever known about ourselves through our emotions. He said, now I ain't gonna sit up here and go into too much detail. He said, but anything you have ever known about this world, about this life, about anything that has happened as it pertains in particular to Black people, he said, and all these other things, it's all staged and it's all fake. He said, now, this is what this man told me, and then he walked away. He said, you got the platform, use it. And he walked away. Now, I'm walking away like, nigga, what? So I'm started thinking about all of these things, and I said, I ain't gonna lie. If anybody's been on my Educational Friday, we've already shown how a lot of them people be staging that stuff, right? When it came to, you know, what was really going, it wasn't as we seen or as things seem, right? But I didn't quite know how to take that. Mind you, this is a dream I had Saturday night. But I wasn't going to say it on the Dollhouse, obviously. I was going to wait till I come back over here to talk about it. I was like, wow. I was like, so everything. And the man was like, everything. It's all staged and it's all fake. He said they got players in the game that don't realize it, but it's fake and it's staged. Why is this important? I believe in my heart of hearts, like I said, I've spoken to multiple people in my dreams, and I know y'all think I'm crazy. It's cool. I ain't tripping. But what I'm saying is, this felt different. Because this person told me something that it probably ain't even registered to me for real as of now, what all he meant by this. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, this man, and this is the craziest part, the way they were dressed, it was almost like, y'all ever seen them old space suits back in the early day? You remember how they used to depict the space suits or the aliens, and they'll have the turtleneck, like the old Star Trek suit. They kind of looked it like that. So it was like, these people, it's not like they was dressed like that. But I'm saying all that to say, I think one of the parts that stuck out to me most was him saying that's how they've been able to disconnect you from who you are through your emotions, right? And you know how I be on here. Y'all got to get out y'all feelings. And we all get in our feelings. We all like that. But he was like, that's how they've been able to disconnect you from who you are. That's why you don't know who you are through your emotions. They've been able to control that and delete everything you know about yourself, or you should know about yourself, through wavering your emotions like that. No, they weren't extraterrestrials. They were human. They were extraterrestrials. They were not extraterrestrials. These were humans. They was just dressed like the spaceship people. I don't know. We are going through an age right now where a lot of Black Americans are starting to understand who they are. We're starting to see things and learn things about ourselves that we never knew. We never would have learned in school. We never would have learned from our parents unless we asked them. You know what I'm saying? And grandparents and type things. But I watch with the election, how they control our people with emotions. I watch with everything they do with all this propaganda. You got Stephen A. Smith on here talking about, he said he don't mess with us because we Black, and people like, yeah, he right. I watch how the media controls us with our emotions. And even if it was just a BS dream and it's not real, it has come to fruition in real life. And all I'm saying is, I was told, the man said, you got a platform, use it. So that I translated that as to come and tell you what the dream was. Now, take from it as you please. Some of y'all might feel like, okay, this ain't nothing cool. I get it. But I did my part. I believe that was told to me, and the dream happened like that for a reason. And I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that the moment we get out of our emotions as to, you know, what people say and you know what I'm saying, and actually start to focusing on, you know, myself included, actually start to focusing on what's tangible, what's real, and pulling back the curtain. You know what it remind me of? The Wizard of Oz. Remember when they was going to see the wizard, and every time they ran up to the wizard, he had that big old machine going, ha, 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 get away, go and find the red slippers. And it took for the dog to go back there, and they pulled the curtain back, and it was just a little bitty man behind the whole thing. That's where I'm trying to go with this. We got to start pulling back these curtains. Because I was told to tell y'all it's all a lie and it's all fake. And I think that can be, I don't know if it is, but I think that can be the beginning of the journey of figuring out what has happened so we can fix it and it won't happen again. And then we could connect ourselves to who we really are. Because I remember as a little bitty girl growing up, I was like, why we just got to come from Africa? We don't have no history. We don't have nothing. All we got is we slaves. I remember saying that as a little girl. That's all we got. Everybody, the Africans know who they is, and all the Asians know who they is. We don't never know who we are. We just a slave. Why they got to be us? And doing this research that I've been doing, I'm realizing they took a lot of our identity from us. They took a lot of our identity from us. And I kept saying, how could they do this? How do they do it? Like, how did they have a whole group? And I get it. Start with the kids in the schoolhouse and teach them something different. But how can they literally disconnect every single thing that we were from us? Because they make us seem like we wasn't shit. Yet the whole world can't live without us. Once we figure out the bullshit in the game and the lie, I feel like the puzzle pieces gonna put themselves back together. I really do feel like that. I feel like the puzzle pieces, if they don't put themselves together, it's gonna be so easy for us to put them together. It's gonna be enlightening like crazy. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all. The man in the dream, as he walked away, told me, he said, you got the platform, use it. So I used it. And that tells you a lot. If I could remember that dream 2 days later. And I kept telling myself when I got up Sunday, tomorrow morning, get up and tell them. And I got up this morning. That was the first thing I say. I got to get up there and tell these folk what these people say. And again, they weren't extraterrestrials, but it gave me space vibes because of the suit they wore. And we were in a time period, or it felt like a time period in the past, but they were talking as if we were in the present or the future. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the ring colors mean. I don't know why I remember those things, the color of the rings and what they look like and da. I don't know why. I just know that's what it was. And these were black people. Black people. They weren't aliens. They were black people. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, y'all, because I got to go get Saint and get to the house. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already. And reach out to me if you have any, email me or DM me if you have any doggone, if you could tell me more about this dream I had, because I gave you all I got. Because I like talking to people. I got to call my grandma. She good with that stuff too. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all later. Like the video, please. Bye. I'm going to Joce y'all out.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.